Okay. Unable to pen 20. Okay, this one. Let's come back here. Um, Hi guys. Let's see who was the first person to join, and I give shout out to that person. PA, what's going on? Thank you for your love and your support. Welcome to the Half Command Podcast. My name is Fowobi. Let's let's give them a couple of seconds to join and Oshati, yeah. Give me a few seconds. Hmm. I am I got this comment on YouTube and it brought a smile to my face. It's from this woman. Let me go into YouTube and really comment to you guys. She says she appreciates the fact that we post the live show we do on Saturday, 10 o'clock. And she said usually she does not know what time is 10 o'clock EST time. If you guys check your time right now, it is 10:06. Yeah, it is 10:06 a.m. in the morning, my time. You get me? Like, so just clock it. And she says she appreciates the fact that we post the live shows on YouTube and all the work we've been doing for the past 4 years. It brought a smile to my face. I was like, oh yeah, okay. You get me? I was happy with just, with that comment, like, okay, oh, I thought say bad. We are doing the Lord's work. But shout out to you though. Thank you guys for your love and your support. Thank you for everything. Let's wait for everyone else to come in and ah hope you guys had a great Friday and a great week. Last week somebody suggested that it was that Kiza. Is that Kiza? Jacuzzi. Okay. Jacuzzi is the first one to leave a comment. Shout out to Jacuzzi. Jacuzzi said, I've been waiting on you. Shout out to you, Baba. Shout out to you, man. And then Kiza said, no discussion about women today. Let's keep it pushing. Let's wait for the guys to come in. What are we talking about today, my good friends? What are we talking about? Today, my good friends, we are drinking Pam. We're drinking tea. We're drinking pomegranate, moringa, garlic ginger, cayenne pepper, lemon, honey, thyme. Thyme is, you know what thyme does, Abby? Thyme is very good for your guts. Thyme. Thyme. And then we're taking something called bone broth. Do you know what bone broth is? Bone broth is, we made bone broth soup. Where we come from, they call it pepper soup. But you know how all these Oyinbo people can be. It's called, or PA, you sabi am, bone broth. But it's, where we come from, they call it pepper soup. But Oyinbo people said, you boil the bone so you can excrete the vitamins and the nutrients of the bone. So we're taking that one, join. I've been doing this now for a couple of months. So it's very good for your body, especially when you start clocking 40 years old and you start going up. You lose your testosterone. Testosterone. You know now, you lose all those things. Yeah, and you need gbogbo ẹ̀ láti máa pé jọ. Okay. Sam said, how do you get Vonda? I don't think I've ever seen Vonda before. Let me come here to come and see. Oh, shout out to you, Vonda. She followed me. Can you imagine? Thank you. Let me read this comment section. If this is the first time of you guys coming to my live show, I read all my comments. Every comment. The only comments I'm not going to read is if you're being disrespectful or you're just messing with me in some way. I'll probably block you because I do not tolerate things like that. We can talk, we can vibe. Don't mess with me, man. Go and play with your dad. Go and play with your mom. Don't play with me. So, let's see. Bone broth. Okay, I answered that. I hear pepper soup is delish. Pepper soup is good though. Pepper soup is life. Ẹ̀mí tí kò jata. Ẹ̀mí yẹpẹrẹ yẹni. Which simply means that a life that chooses not to eat pepper. Come on now. What kind of life is that? All these Oyinbo people, they don't take pepper. How do you get over? Okay. Sam Tubil said, how do you get over heartbreak? It depends on how old you are. For one, it depends on how old you are. Let's start from the base level. You're 20 years old and you experience heartbreak. It can be rough. There's nothing anybody says that can help you. You just have to go through that experience. You have to go through that feeling. It can be rough. But to get over it though, let bygone be bygone. But you will not listen to me though. You probably go back, especially when you see her. I've been there. Come on now. You see her again. She's looking all fine, all cute. You say, my God, that's the love of my life. The real love of your life is not going to leave you. Would you believe this? That is, if you're not an unfortunate person, though, you're not toxic, you're not bad in any way. So, Sam said 23. I was around 23 years old when I experienced my major heartbreak. My major. It actually sent me to God. Yeah, my major. 23 years old. I was 23 years old in 2008. It's not a job Lojoya. It was a crazy day. It should be an holiday. Oh, I was in deep depression, man. Ojo Buruku Lojoya. But if you're 23 years old and you're experiencing heartbreak right now, I would suggest you go to God, because that's exactly what I did. And it took me a while to heal. Because I had to heal a side of myself too. I had to heal a side of myself. A side of myself that felt like I can't live without another human being. You get my point? That is insecurity, man. That is not an insecurity you want to have. You can live without any human being. Anybody. So, and as a matter of fact, when you survive that first heartbreak and you know your value, you work on yourself, you become something nice, you're going to meet women that they won't test how much importance they have in your life. So when they break up with you, it's like a test. It's not a real breakup though. It's like saying, I don't want to do this relationship no more, just to see if you're going to run after them. And from experience, what I learned is, if any woman say, I don't want to function in this relationship anymore, just say, okay. Okay, is that what you would say? I thought you loved me. I mean, all that nonsense. You don't want to be in relationship with people like that. But for that 23-year-old though, my good friend, you'll be fine. Just take it easy, man. So, mm, Jesus, baby said, "Now, man, you dey hacks." Hey, I Joker. Happy weekend to you, my love. How are you? Sup, bro? I'm new to your life. Official, what's up to you? Okay. Heartbreak, let me tell you something. If you can lean into learning from that heartbreak, you're going to do great things with your life. It is one of the best motivation for men. You get me? You just have to learn to lean into that experience rather than see it like, oh, why me? You're not a victim of no one. Just lean into it. As a matter of fact, you use that opportunity to build yourself. It's going to help you. It's going to help you. I'm pretty sure you are in love right now. I learned this the hard way though. As a man, you're not supposed to be in love. It doesn't end well for us as men to be in love. You have to become love. After that experience, you start loving yourself. You start pampering yourself, taking yourself out. You solo travel, you solo date, you buy yourself nice things. Then eventually you're going to meet a woman. That's my feet massage. Eventually you're going to meet a woman that likes the way you treat yourself and she wants to compensate that life. That is what it means for you to become love. And a woman is going to fall into that love. But you looking for a woman you're going to fall in love with, bro, they are not reliable at all. As a matter of fact, once they know that you can't do without them, they do yama yama, they do anyhow. It would never make sense to me why they are like that. But you know how I explain on this podcast that women are on the same level as society. They are the same. So I got focus on yourself, man. Become better. Your um down women, okay, they just want a man with good they press money. Not necessarily though. Not necessarily. Shout out to you, Jacuzzi. Now only money if you break my heart. That's a lie though. That's a big lie. A woman can break your heart. Because eventually, I will say this to you from the perspective of a man. Men want to be in love. You get me? Men want women they can love upon, they can take care of. Every man dreams of that. You get me? And if you think you're not dreaming of that, you have a lot of healing to do. Because what is the purpose of life if you don't have a woman to protect and to provide for? Because eventually you want a family, I presume. You get me? And I say the same thing for women and say, what is the purpose of life if you don't have a man to nurture or a family to nurture? It's almost a pointless life. You get me? So, and society, there are certain positions in this life that society will never let you reach as a man. If you don't have a woman or family to protect, to provide and protect for, and protect, yeah, to provide and protect for, they will never let you get, society will never let men get to certain position, certain leadership position. You would never get there if you don't have those things. I'm telling you the truth. If you don't have a woman, take for example, you will never see a governor or a president or a CEO of major companies, Fortune 500, Fortune 1000 in this world get to that position. Majority of them are married, they have wives, they have kids. So there's a reason why society, because you have things to lose. When you have things to lose, you move differently as a man. You get me? You move differently. So, but obviously, it's probably your pain talking when you say it's only, oh God, your woman can break her. But one thing I've learned about them, that's why I say all the time, you can't make them your priority. Once they know they are indispensable in your life, something, they misbehave. They function better when they don't know, or when they know that there are other options that want you. Yeah, let me just put it that way. They function better. But once they know that nothing is coming to take this thing away, they do yama yama. They do anyhow. So I'm dating a Nigerian man, he's Igbo, 26, 6'3", and in finance. Any advice? I'm Liberian. You better hold on to that, man. He's he's a one of one man. If he's 26 years old, I would tell you to, bro, baby, I don't want to hurt your feelings, but the fact that he's 26 years old, I don't think he's ready for marriage. You might think you catch them young, but with men, it's different. With women, you catch them young. With men, you want them when they are ready. You get me? If he's 26 years old and he's getting money, life is going well for him, come on now. Why is he going to settle down now? Especially right now in 2025. Seriously? Well, come on now. When there is a 55% chance that divorce is going to occur, 55% chance is a lot. Come on now. Who is going to marry who? When we can still have access to sex. Especially right now that women are more argumentative than you can possibly imagine. She, nobody's going to marry because we know that women want to be chosen. And we know the key things that a man has to possess, for a woman to say, wow, I think he's the one. I want him to choose me. He needs money. He has to be level-headed. He has to have what the woman does not have. Emotional stability. He has to be matured. Get me? He has to be resourceful. He has to be tall. So if you see that same thing in that man, don't you think other women want the same thing from him? Come on now. But the fact that he's 26 years old, and he's Nigerian, Nigerians are like top, like, one of the most attractive and, men across the world. My love, you have a lot of work to do, man. And some of you like this, a man can't even tell you not to do so. What do you mean? Okay, but me, I can assure you, if that guy marries you, let's put it this way, let's dive into your life. I don't think so. But I wish you well. Let me continue. Is heartbreak good for women? No, it's not. That's the reason why men go for women that have zero experience. Heartbreak is not good for women at all. As a matter of fact, preferably she does not have any of those experience. Have you ever had this concept of you are a made man and you meet a woman that does not even know how to apply makeup? Whoa, guys, if you're listening to me right now, the best caliber, the top echelon of woman, not those boss chico, the most superior women. Remember, she does not need to bring finance or whatever. Well, no, she comes from a good family. Omoliola Moto Dani. But she's a good girl. She lives with her father and her mother. She doesn't hang out with her friends to go to the nightclub. Lie. She stays at home with them and goes to school from home with them. You want to know what men call the top echelon woman? This is it. She's right there. She's so naive, she doesn't even know how to apply proper makeup. I swear to you, all she knows how to do is comb her hair, keep it. That is the top echelon where she doesn't know nothing. You're the one coming in to show her certain experience. There are certain places she has never been. Not because her family cannot afford to. Her family can afford to give her that life. But you're the one showing her those things. That is the dream of the bigger percentage of men. That is what men meant by a good girl, or mommy, which is mommy's daughter. Bigger percentage of men. That is what men meant by a good girl, or mommy, which is mommy's daughter. That is exactly what men meant by you being with a good girl. I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling. And usually, she's at the early stage of that peak. But you can't tell a woman this, obviously, because it's possible for her to still be 27 years old and still cute. She's a beautiful girl. You just use that as chop chop. Just use that just chop chop because we're late. Because by the time, because women don't like the truth. By the time she gets to 29, 30 years old, come on now. Come on now. Come on now. She might still be beautiful and say, I don't look my age. But baby girl, come on now. If I can get that 19, 20 years old, why would I come? Come on. Actually, you don't want me to talk about these things. Let me just go. The self-love, my guy. I love listening to you. I think I answered that. Emma Bumio, if you curse me out, I'll block you. I'm just talking. I'm telling you my mind, though. And most men think like this. You would say, I'm coming. Okay. Dablis, what's going on? You're up in America, being married with kids is the key. Excuse me. Being married with kids is the key to corporate world, of course. Not necessarily corporate world like working for people. I'm talking about leadership position. Even to have access to certain money. If you're not married, you won't have access to it. I've tried it back in the day when I first started borrowing money from banks majorly. Nobody's going to borrow you $20 million if you're not married and you don't have kids. I'm telling you, nobody, no one, irrespective of your assets. Shout out to guy called Isaac. You are looking for Mumu. It doesn't work anymore. Have you heard Chris Brown's song Residual? Let me tell you something. You can call it anything you want. It doesn't change what men want. Look at it from this side of you. If you have a platform, I have a podcast and I speak to different women. The bigger percentage of women I talk to, before they get to is kind, is this, they want a rich man that can provide for them. If I tell you and I say you are a thief, you're looking for a man to hustle, I don't think it's going to change your perception of what you want. You want what you want because it makes a lot of sense to you. That is exactly how men think. Every man wants a younger woman, beautiful and very, very, very naive, does not have the experience of the modern woman. You can call it mumu, call it anything you want. Mumu is a fool. You can call it anything you want to, but it doesn't change. It doesn't change what we want. You get me? It doesn't. It does just the same way. Imagine if a poor man tells you, a woman, that you want a rich man, so you can hustle that man. You don't care. You probably laugh at him and call him brokey. I am a rich man, and I'm telling you from the perspective of a man. Does that mean men would not sleep with women that are 30, 35, 40, 45, 50 years old? No, men will sleep with anything. I'm talking about taking you seriously. Don't let me lie to you. Don't let me lie to you. But it's either you listen or you don't listen. You'll be fine. And you probably won't listen. You will be fine. Hey, dark man, what's going on? How far, Abba? This one said, singer said she will leave you eventually. I want you to Google this man. There are so many of them like this. So his name is Jason Statham. His wife, Jason, was 43 years old. She was 23 years old when they started dating. Everybody criticized because she's a model and she's from Europe. Jason is a superstar in Hollywood from Europe. Across ethnicities, when it's time for a man to select a wife, if he can afford a brand new product, he is going to go for a brand new product. Marriage is different from dating, though. Just dating casual is different. That's why you can see a 20-year-old saying he's hanging out with a 40-year-old woman because she's easy. Come on now, she's easy. And you should. The African Men Podcast, it is a platform for men where I tell men how women think based on my experience and the teachings of different mentors. And I try to accommodate women. I prefer not to talk to women. I have to be frank with you. I try to accommodate women and tell women how men think. If I ever say anything that is not fact, all these men, I've been making content now for like 4 years. All these men will tell me that, nope, we don't think like that. You know what they usually tell me? Let me tell you. Because you are a woman, you don't listen, you think you know better than me. Men would tell me, stop telling them our secrets. Why do you think they say that? It's either you listen or you don't listen. It's either you don't have to like it. As a matter of fact, though, if you piss me off, though, I will block you. So, you know, one of the most fascinating things I admire about women, they truly think they are far more intelligent than men. Can you imagine that, though? Like they truly believe that their worldview is way more superior than that of a man. An emotional being that lacks emotional intelligence. Can you imagine that? A big baby, that the bigger percentage of them, I'm talking about close to 90%, their brain is not older than 14 years old. Like, it blows my mind. It does. It does. It does. It does. Like, it does. And like, it does. I'm just, it blows me away. For you to have the brain of a 14-year-old and thinking that you're more superior and you know better than group of people that built confidence and convenience that you enjoy every day. Like it will never ever make sense to me. Okay. Better still talking about the Igbo Nigerian man that is 26 years old in finance. She's 25 years old. I hope he proposes. We've been dating for 3 to 4 months. He doesn't care for other options. How do you know? What I try to do on this podcast is tell you guys my experience, my failures, my shortcomings. In one of my content, I explained that when I first started making major money, without asking women out, without talking, because I don't want to womanize. This was a long time ago. I was around 30, 31 years old. This was around 2015. I swear to you, women were throwing. Do you know the game of dart? The game of dart is that small arrow like pen that you throw. Women were throwing, I swear on everything, women were throwing themselves at me like that. I was not wealthy like right now. Then I had just major money, but it was major money for that time. It was a lot of money at that time. Compared to right now, women were throwing themselves at me. Like, even when I turn them down, they always find a way. Then it was almost impossible to say no. Now, just imagine this dude. He's 6'3" feet tall. is young like that, I assume to some extent he's a good looking dude. I can assure you, even if he is not open to those options, I can assure you, women will throw themselves at him. Now, if you're not a confident woman, which most women are not confident, they pride themselves as confident, but most women has low self-esteem, you will become insecure. The easiest way to lose that guy is to play insecurity games. Start questioning certain things. You're going to lose that dude. Because he's really dead, though. He accomplished what most men are yet to accomplish at 26. Me, I made my first major money around 30, 31 years old. And I lost it around 32 because I was, I tried to tell you guys the truth. It took me a long time. I came back around 34, 35 years old. I'm talking about start making money again. We make way. That means I have common sense after losing it. But if you say he doesn't care about options, I can assure you, he might not care. But you need to understand something about women. You are a woman. Women don't care. As long as he is not married, they don't care if he's in a committed relationship. They don't care. You understand? Women think they can do better with your man. That is the most fascinating thing about them. Olufunke said, you are always giving love advice. Are you married? You are obviously new here. Oh, okay. You did not follow me. Let them tell you. But think about this though. You don't follow me. You're not a fan of the platform. You're not a supporter of the platform. You just came in and you just asked me if I'm married. If I tell you yes or no, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? A Kenya. Story. Most people who run the techs and build tech were never married when they built it. Look at you telling me about tech. Are you in tech? Are you a founder? Have you ever created a company before? Then how do you know this? I am a founder. I have created companies, businesses. I'm telling you that there are certain places and positions you will not get to. If you're not married, you don't have kids. There are certain rooms they will never let you get to. I don't think you've ever, and if you've done it, then you don't have the experience I'm sharing with you. Yinka said, will you raise your daughter to be this version of your ideal woman? Let me tell you something. I'm going to raise my daughter to match the expectation of society. Society has its expectations. Though. They might not talk about it. Take for example, the expectation that is assigned to men is to be a provider and protector. Do you think a man wants to go and work for his hard hand money and come and give it to any woman? The bigger percentage of men don't want to do it because it is not rewarding. Nobody's going to award you on, you understand? The only regard you're going to get is you are a real man. Autant, even the children you're taking care of, there's a big chance they are not going to appreciate it. They are going to appreciate their mother more. Financial support is more inferior to emotional support. Mothers give their children emotional support, so the children will definitely acknowledge this. Abiko Yeni. Society has its expectations, irrespective of whatever you say. So for women, you have expectations over your life. Men have expectations. Do you think a man wants to? How do you think I became a software engineer? Do you think I want to go to school? I don't like school for nothing. You think I like working? The bigger percentage of men, if given the option, They will have a part-time job and just play video games and just enjoy their life. I'm telling you, society pressure and expectations is what makes men want to become better. But this is something that fascinates me. It blows my mind. Women acknowledge the fact that men should have expectations should be placed upon men. But when it's time for men to project their expectation on you as a woman, you throw tantrum. You say, then you are a misogynist for saying that about me. A misogynist hates women. It's just like me calling you a misandrist for wanting a man that will provide and protect for you. From previous experience, I know this. Even if a woman is a multi-billionaire, she still wants a man that can take care of her. You get me? Because it feels good for a man to give to a woman. We know this. And it would, there will always be complications. You understand? When you as a woman, majority of you do not even know the expectation that men have for you. You think all you need is a big ass and a big boobs. It is more than that. A lot of men think the expectation of their life is just to have an expensive car and look expensive until the women have kids for these men. Then the guy becomes, and what is that name we throw around? A deadbeat. A dead beat. You know what I'm talking about? Because most men do not have that money. They just dress like they have it. You get my point? Singapore Skyfine. I believe she's a woman. She said, not every man, speak for yourself. Okay. Singapore, she said, it is insulting to women. Do you know 90% of ladies are smarter than men? No. At the initial stage, because the brain of women and girls, it matures faster when it comes to learning. To be confined in a room and learn, women learn more than men. At the initial stage, their brain develops faster than boys. When the front lobe of a man, of a boy matures around 24, 25, I'm telling you. And that's the reason why a lot of women are very ignorant about this. You think the same boys you went to college or high school or elementary school with, you think the naiveness that those boys have is the same naive mindset they have around 35, 40 years old. They are completely different. And that's the way I teach on this platform. I said, as a woman, the best thing you can do for yourself is to have a male mentor, preferably your father or your brother or your uncles or someone in your family that genuinely cares about you becoming your best version. Let them teach you about men. Most of you do not know anything about men, and you have to. Take for example, and I'm starting to understand why women do not have to know about men because, you're a woman, you're beautiful, but life is changing. You have to change with it. Men, for example, we've been accustomed to study women. You understand? To know how women think, to know how women react, to know their body cues, to know their emotions, to know how their emotions change daily. But for women, it's not expected. But you how their emotions change daily. But for women, it's not expected. But you expected. But you can be smart. You can be smarter and know these things. You should know these things. So, see, Amon said, I'm 35. Okay. Let me ask you this question so you understand how men think. I'm confident you've had sex before, and I'm confident you've been in love before. You want to know how men think? May I speak bluntly? Don't take it the wrong way. Just listen to me. Any man is never, ever, ever going to say these things to you. But on a church mind is this base level and utmost level. We're talking about within his existence. The bigger every man in the world, even the most beta, the most weakest men, they are highly territorial. And if you pay very, very close attention to men, men assert dominance differently, but they assert dominance. You get me? The first question is, why is she 35 years old and single? I am confident she has had sex before she's been in a relationship. Why is it that the previous men do not want to claim her? Because men claim what they believe is going to serve them. Am I not making sense? But so we don't get, what is that word? Blacklisted. A lot of men will not tell you this. They will just keep it to their mind. Now, check this out. This is when you experience scenarios. Scenarios like this happen all the time. A man approaches you. You can perceive the interest in his eyes. You know he likes you. You know, well, I think he's making effort. He's moving towards you. You understand? You respond. You send a message, he's responding. He's doing all that. He's doing everything. He's cutting you appropriately. You understand me? Then you guys go on dates. Let's say you get to the sex, probably one time, and you just notice the drawback. Most women will reach out to me and say, I guess he got what he wants. If he ever has sex with you one time and then pulls back from you, it was a disappointment. Let me explain. Or you did not match the expectation. And rather than say, I can't do this no more, the bigger percentage of men will use these words. Listen though, ladies, I know some of you will not listen. The bigger percentage of men will use this word. I'm not just ready for a relationship. I'm not just ready for a relationship. And I get this message all the time. That's why I'm addressing this with you, see Ammons. Women will say, but he was making effort. He showed interest. Rather than say, I see problem in so. Most women cannot handle that. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean by you see problem in? What do you mean by Men would rather use words like, I'm not ready for a relationship. I thought I was ready for a relationship, but I'm not ready for a relationship. The advice I usually give is, take it like a grain of salt, adjust your crown, learn from that experience, become a better person. An insecure woman that sees that man as the best she can do, she's going to start chasing. You understand? Thinking that maybe if I have sex with him more, if I give it to him more, maybe if I cook, maybe if I come and clean, then maybe he's going to, I think, change his mind. Maybe if I get pregnant, maybe and there comes characters like us that have been there. Because you see all these things I'm saying there? I've been there. I've been that man. That's why I said you should listen to me. I'm not that man anymore. But you should listen to me. You get me? You should listen to me because I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help you. The fact that you're 35 years old, don't let me lie to you, my love. It is a red flag. The bigger percentage of men are not going to ask you, why are you single at 35? Back in the day in the field, most women would say, because most men are fuck boys. She's talking to a fuck boy. But I'm a good looking dude with money. You don't understand? Obviously, my perception of to handle that relationship would be different with a woman that I see in her peak than 35. Is about perception. That's why I tell women that if you're 35 years old, your husband is in his late 40s or early 50s. He's going to view you differently, like guys of the same. But women don't listen. Your husband, a man that would see you as a wife and want to, he's probably been married before, divorced, or widowed. He had bad experience. That's why you have to told you why you have to train yourself to be a good woman and give that man a good experience. But most women can't, because most women are 35 years old. You still have the same preference, the same mental state of mind that you had at 20 years old. You think you're still in your peak. Every man must kneel down to talk to me. Ugh. Maybe let's go back to my house, and he's going to use you just the same way that previous men used you and tossed you back into the streets. Let me continue. I think I've had enough of this. Okay. This one said, many women are looking for smart women, not what you are mentioning. There is this misconception that to be a smart woman, you have to be older. It is a lie. You get me? From experience and from teachings of different mentors, we notice that there is no much different from a 65-year-old woman and a 20-year-old woman. The only difference is experience. Emotional reaction, whatever, the way they treat men, the way they talk to men, it is the same. Even their emotional outreach, if she doesn't know how to caution their emotion, let's say she's not raised with a father, and she usually get away through manipulation. Any small thing, she start crying, or any small thing, you understand, she give crocodile tears, or that. If that is a strategy, she's going to continue using that strategy even at 65 years old. So the fact that you think a woman has to be older to be smarter, come on now. There's so many smart women that are 20 years old, that are 24, 21 years old. And just the same way, there are 20-year-old women that are not ready for a relationship and will prefer to play the field. I've met 35-year-old women that are not ready for a relationship and would rather play the field. So there's this misconception that older women are usually better than. Nah, that's a lie. Because I'm a man. I am a man. You should listen to me. Leonardo DiCaprio did the same thing. Of course. If you can get a brand new, why would you go for? Think about that now. But who can say this to the face of a woman? She's going to call you a misogynist. Hey, he's a misogynist. I don't hate you because I said you're not my type. I don't. Men do not hate you just because they say you're not. I was dating this woman one time. She wanted to be in a serious relationship. I told her up front, you're not a wife to me. Because me, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to ghost you. The sex is okay, but you're not a wife to me. You understand? You're not a wife to me. But mark by me. Oh God. Oh yeah. So that okay. If you guys want to, so that means I have to disconnect the microphone. You guys should say, if you want me to open the live show so people can call in, just say yes and let me know. Let me know, and then we can start from there. Of course, I have sisters. Some of them did not listen. I have sisters. I'm drinking tea. Funds. And I should say this: if I open the live and you come here, don't disrespect the platform. Don't disrespect me. We're here to have a conversation. You don't have to like the things I talk about. You don't have to like the things I say. You want to learn about men? This is the platform for you. But come here to make you are only going to make a ass out of yourself. So if you guys feel the need, okay, 1 years, no disrespect, just conversation. Okay, how would naive women with smart kids? There's this misconception that when you're naive, you're not smart. Okay, let's see. Yes, they just want to argue. Okay, Elora, yes, 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 yes. Please, yes, 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 yes. Every day you are here. Okay, let's see. I agree. One of this man is revealing the mind of. Okay, all right. So let's disconnect the microphones and. But if you want to talk, call in. Like I said earlier, you're only going to make a ass out of yourself if you disrespect me. You can't disrespect me. You only embarrass yourself. So let's come all the way down and just women on the comments. Remember, it's here for men. If whatever he says all shouldn't go away. Shout out to you, JDT. Who wants to go first? Who will be the person we want call? You guys, you want this? Call in. Let's talk. Remember, this is a man's platform, and I try to accommodate women. I prefer not to, but because we have around 40% women. So, all right. So we have two people that wants to call in first. Let's start with Beta. What's up? Wow, this is good.
Hello.
Yes,
Hi, how are you?
I'm well. How you doing?
Good. So, I think I mentioned earlier that I'm dating a Nigerian guy and he's working in finance, security, all that stuff. I just wanted to ask if you have any advice on
You just do
dating.
what?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes. So I just wanted to call in to see if you have any advice because I do like him and I don't want to mess it up. And it seems like you can give like good insight from a man's perspective.
Yeah. The major advice I can give to you is this: you need to learn how to match the expectation. Though he's never going to tell you the expectations, because believe me, he's right there right now. He has successfully accomplished what the bigger percentage of men still struggle with. You get me? To be at the top echelon. Like I'm talking about occupation wise, he's a tall dude. To some extent, I'm pretty sure he's good looking. I am confident there are so many women that want him. So I'll give you an advice. Make friends with elderly women that are still married to the men they respect. Let them teach you how to match the expectation of men, because men are still the same across time. A younger man and older man, they are the same. If you can learn this though, he's not going to leave you. You get me? He's not going to leave you.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. You're welcome. Take care though. So let's see. How do I end? This is one thing I don't know. Okay, disconnect. Okay, let's see. Darkman said, "Is a Nigerian, you are safe." Bro, Nigerian men can be your worst nightmare. Oh. Come on now. What most women do not understand about Nigerian men is this: Nigerian men they are raised by women that understand other women well. And they are going to equip their sons You understand? To survive, because women can be predators. Oh boy, especially in this West, all these United States. We've been there. We've been everywhere in the world, bro. All women are the same, bro. She might look like she's soft, but the fact that they can be emotionally unstable, especially when you do yama yama. Let's say, as a man, if you're doing well, how many women can you say no to? Especially if you're not used to the attention of women. Well, when you start making money, they will come at you, man. When I first started getting it, Oga, gbogbo wọn mò ń dó lọ o. I was sleeping with every one of them because I just did not know how to. You understand? I did not know how to say no to them at that time because I was hot. But remember, I'm hotter now than then. Now, now I strung my face like this to them. But they don't really care, man. Even if you're married, don't let me lie to you, man. Women don't care if you're married or you're in a, they don't care they don't care about your wife. I swear to you, they will shoot their shot. I don't like women like that. Fuck off. Let's see. Your worst nightmare is right. Women on this podcast are smart women. All right, let's see. Who else is calling? Okay, let's say Rejoice. Hello.
Hi,
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. I've been following you for a while,
Hey,
and
shout out to you, though. Thank you for your love and your support.
thank you.
Where you calling from?
I'm calling from the U.S., Connecticut, to be precise.
Shout out to you, though. Shout out to you.
Thank you. So, I mean, there are some things you say I agree, and there are some things I feel like maybe we can unpack it a little bit
Okay, let's talk.
because I think money doesn't always draw in a woman who really wants to be with you.
Okay.
Because I feel like sometimes when people, or if a man leads with money, sometimes they could be opening doors to people who may not necessarily care about them, but maybe they're just looking for the security of being with that man, but not necessarily interested in getting to know, okay, is this a man of value? Can I also offer value? And I think sometimes in your discussions, there's elements of those things missing. That's just my opinion.
Element of what do you mean is missing?
It comes across, and this is just my perception.
Yeah, sure. Please.
Sometimes when I hear you speak, you give really good advice in some areas, and particularly this area, this is where I sort of want to push back a little bit. You tend to dwell on a man making money, looking good, sleeping with women, and they'll come and all of those things. And I feel like those are sort of recipes that are not necessarily set up for success for marriage.
Okay.
The money and the looking good and all of those things. Sometimes I feel like there are other elements like your character. Do you have a good character? Who are you as a person? You know, both men and women. I'm not a, you know, someone who's sexist or feminist or whatever, all these labels that are out there.
Yeah.
I am a human being, and I like to dwell on what is your character as a person? Do you care about people? Are you empathetic? Do you know, can you understand someone's point of view? It's not, oh, I have money and I look good and all of these things. Sometimes I feel like that is not authentic. It's not it's not going to attract people who have value and actually are looking to build that type of lifestyle with others. That's just all.
Okay. Thank you, though. Thank you for your love and your support. I see your like every now and then, and just want to say thank you.
Oh, no problem.
But I think I should say this before you go.
Okay.
What women respond to
is completely different from what women say they want. And as a child coming up, I used to watch Disney. I'm a very, very big fan of love. And I love, like, puppy love. I say this all the time. I love a lot.
Hmm.
In Disney's story, it is portrayed that when you ask a woman out and she says no, you have to come back. That means you have to chase. But what women truly respond to is a good looking man that looks like he can provide, he can protect, is resourceful. And that is why I teach that on this podcast that you have to be good looking. Obviously, you are a cute woman. You know this.
Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. Irrespective of how good your behavior is, I am confident you've attracted men that do not have good intentions for you. I'm very,
Oh,
very confident.
oh, of course. That's realistic.
Yes. The same thing with men. So a rich man is going to attract both the good and the bad. And that's why I teach about those 4 principles about spiritual stability, emotional maturity, physical, and getting money. And I say that men and women should have discernment. So when you experience people that price you lesser than what you see yourself, you must be able to stand up for yourself and say no. I try to tell men on this platform that when you start getting money, women will throw themselves at you. But if you listen to me well, I tell stories about my mistake, about when I first started making money and how I lost that money from sleeping with multiple women because they wanted me. I say this all the time. And I try to tell men that the attraction will come, but learn to be with one woman that you see values you. I say this all the time on this platform. I don't encourage men to sleep around. That is why I emphasize a lot that I work for God. But this is a podcast where we have to say ash reality. We have to,
Right.
I try not to be biased. I try not to take side. So I try to be very, very solid in the things I say because, I can be very, very childlike. I can be very, very playful. But I want people to take what I say and, learn from it. So,
Can I ask you a
yes,
question?
please.
How would you know if a woman values you for you, not for your money and your looks?
At the initial stage, there is no way to know. There's no way to
Are
know.
you sure?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes, there's no way to know at the initial stage. That is,
I would disagree.
I'm telling you, that is if she, because, women are kings when it comes to manipulation. They are solid leaders. That is if you genuinely wants to manipulate you, she can fake it that she cares about you on a genuine level. A lot of men have married women that they assumed cares about them until they lost those, the resources in the marriage, and the women will walk away. So it's possible for her to fake it. Yes, it is possible. Now,
But
like take for example, excuse me though. On this platform, I say this all the time that when she start asking for, let's say, expensive dinner, expensive this at the initial stage, maybe that's that is a key sign. But come on now, a smart woman that wants to manipulate you. Come on now. Just the same way we know this about women. There are women that know men well. And she's going to play on that.
can I also say something?
Please.
I listened to you very carefully when you were talking about women over 30 or
Yes.
35,
Yes.
the concerns you have as a man.
Yes.
Don't you think that also there are some validity in you knowing if you study what a woman is looking for in terms of value, whether she would value you for other things? The reason why I say this is because it depends on the type of woman that we're talking about here.
Okay.
Like, for example, if a man is leading with money, his attractiveness, his status, his fame, he is most likely going to attract certain types of characters in his life.
Okay.
However, to me, if a man leads more on his character and he is also going to attract a different sets of women because character breeds different types of results. Character meaning,
Sorry for cutting you short.
Mhm.
A poor man
Mhm.
that does not have money, he can't provide safety and security, but he has good characters. The bigger percentage of women will turn that man down because he doesn't have the major things that women need, which is safety and security. He might eventually become wealthy in the nearest future, which some women might gamble upon that man and say he's going to make it in the nearest future. People lead with what they have. A beautiful woman is going to lead with her beauty. Now, talking to a beautiful woman, we've met a 10 over 10 beautiful woman, drop dead beautiful woman that is also smart. Now, that can be very, very intimidating if she
Why?
does, if she does not know. Like, take for example, I have a master's degree in computer science.
Mhm.
There's a woman that came here 2 weeks ago. She also has a master's degree in computer science, but she's single. She lives in the United States. She's successful. She said when she talks to other men, the relationship doesn't go that long. What I teach on this podcast is you understanding the expectation and you understanding the person you're talking to. Men are powered by ego, my love.
Mm.
Yes, men are powered by ego. Irrespective of the portrait, the display of a man, men have fragile egos. Very, very fragile ego. You get me? When we're talking to a woman that we believe we don't have anything to offer anything to, it can be very, very intimidating. We are never going to tell you that it is intimidating. You're beautiful. You check the box, but I don't have anything to give to you. You get my point?
But you see, that's what I was trying to explain. So a lot of times, a woman with value
Yes.
that may be beautiful, one, may also be educated or may also have a little bit of status,
Okay.
may not necessarily be looking for someone with so much wealth. They're probably going to be looking or leaning more towards, does this person have character? Can I respect this person? Right? Can I
No,
be,
no, no, no. It doesn't.
and then
It doesn't work like that, my love. Let me see your name. Let me
rejoice.
call you Joyce. It doesn't. It doesn't work like that, Joyce. No woman is going to give a poor man the attention. Not talk of getting to know if he has good character. You understand? This is our experience as men. The bigger percentage of men you see, they are good men. They are not capable of inflicting violence towards women. But because the bigger percentage of men live paycheck to paycheck, they don't have money. So men that have money, society and women have conditioned them that the expectation is they have to have money and they have to be good looking. Does that make sense? And to some extent, they have to know how to talk to a woman. That is the expectation. So before she even gets to the level of knowing if that man has a good character, he has to have a display of he can protect and provide. That is why men go to the gym, the body is there. You understand? That's why men look like, okay, he's a resourceful man. So some women will tell me that that is not what I'm necessarily looking for. But my love, you're not willing to talk to a poor man. You
Who
understand?
is considered a poor man?
What did you say?
Who is considered a poor man in your point of view?
Let's say a man that works at Jack in the Box or a man that works at McDonald's. That is a poor man.
Also, you assess a poor man based on his salary.
Oh God. Everybody does.
I evaluate a poor man based on his character.
Oh God. You know what I you know what I've you know what I've noticed about women? It makes a lot of sense if she knows that this is a rich man, this is a wealthy man, but he has a good character. That is a perfect man. But society has successfully taught men that being arrogant and almost disrespectful, almost like nonchalant, is what women want. That is what women respond to. Remember, I'm talking about what women respond to.
Okay.
What did you say?
No, I said okay.
You know what women respond to It is different from what women say they want, what they respond to. And behaviors like this, it changes men. It does. It changes men.
Okay, I respect your opinion, but for me, I just like to say it depends on the woman. I personally don't value a poor man with his salary. I value how I assess a man is based on his character. Someone could be making 100 plus a year, and if his character is nasty, that's a poor man to me, because your character determines your destiny. Your salary today does not necessarily determines your destiny. If you have good character, good working ethics, and you are willing to face life with whoever you choose to be in a relationship with, you are bound to make as much money as you like. But someone with a terrible character is leading to disaster, leading to divorce, leading to suicidal, leading to challenges in raising kids. And we have heard these stories over and over. How many people making so much money, but they are unable to solve or resolve conflicts in their relationships. So a good character is worth millions. If you find someone who may have a good character and is willing to work hard, you have hit the jackpot, in my opinion, because you cannot trade that with people in this world who have horrible characters, but they lead with their money consistently, thinking they can throw their money on people and people will just be quiet and live with them. It doesn't work like that.
My love, doesn't work like that. Let me give you an example. There's a lot of misconception in what you said, and I respect it because I've had that analogy before. A beautiful woman that is 10 over 10. Hear me out though. A beautiful woman that is 10 over 10, they usually feel entitled. You get me? Almost like every man should worship me, every man should bow at my feet. Because it is famous, I'm pretty sure you know this, that men see the beauty of women first before we know if she's a nurturer, if she can, you understand, if she's easy to talk to, if she's feminine. We see her beauty first. You understand? So
Right.
a 10 over 10 woman will usually think that she does not need any other thing but that beauty. Now, compare that to a man that can provide safety, security, is resourceful, is a good looking man. Most men will lead with that. And I understand what you meant by the character. You have a point. But the same way, a beautiful woman, you get me? Listen, no, the same way a beautiful woman, she needs to, it's almost like there has to be, what is that English word? There has to be, what is that another word for humble? Not humble though. It's not humble.
Nurturing?
No. It's almost like humility. Yes. Humility is that ingredient that most women, especially when she's beautiful, they lack. Because if she has humility, even when she turns you down, does that make sense? She's not going to disrespect you and shatter your ego.
Right.
That is
Right.
for, that is for women. Men respond to that. Even like, let's say a man approaches, or let's say a man approaches you. He finds you attractive and he approaches you and we start talking. And you just say, I'm sorry I'm taking, but it was nice to meet you. You understand? You still make him feel confident. He's still a man.
Right.
You're not, most women can't do that. But for men, we go off of what women respond to. The bigger percentage of men, don't let me lie to you, my love, they respond to arrogant men that are nonchalant, that have you heard this statement before that women respond to men that are very assertive? They don't,
I've heard that before.
yes, like women do. I've met women that tell me that they don't respect men like that. And I asked, because I'm a very, very curious person. I waited for like 20 minutes after that person said that thing. And I asked a woman, I said, tell me about the characters of the men you have dated. I want to know about 3 of them. Would you believe me, my love?
Hmm.
3 of them, they are highly egotistical men, good-looking men who, you get my point? They believe they
Right.
can do better than her. And most men are like that, especially when they start having money. You get
Right.
me? It can, there's this.
But you also know that most men also don't like humble woman just being by herself, quiet. They also like the baddies.
No,
Why do
no,
you
no,
why
not,
do you
not, 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 not humble. Humility.
but why do you think the baddies are always chased after too as well?
And
Getting
I'll tell
trips to Dubai,
I'll tell
go,
you.
going to Europe. They chase them because they are baddies.
And I'll tell you. In the world of man, sexual experience, it's a flex. Does that make sense?
Yes.
It is a flex. It is a flex to have been with a big ass booty woman, a big boobs woman. Then I can tell my guys the experience that, damn, if you see our waist, it's like sharing an experience the bigger percentage of men has not had. The
Okay.
bigger percentage of men has not had that experience. The fact that I have had that experience because men function on hierarchy.
Right.
Because I have had that experience, I one up them in terms of that experience. You get me? Without any medal, they respect me for that experience.
Right.
So if let's say I'm ready to get married now, this is an example. Or let's say a man is ready to get married now. He can now say, I've had all those big booty chicks. I've had all those pretty 10/10. I want a 4 or 5/10 woman.
Hmm.
Other Is it making sense? Other men will understand that he has had them more. He knows that there is nothing there.
Right.
That's why if you see most successful men, especially most players, most top echelon key players though, that are doing well, that have had a lot of women, when they eventually get married and you see their wife, they go for basic women. I'm talking about 4 or 5/10. You get my point? Because as men, we view things from black and white, from logic standpoints. But to answer your question about why men go for,
Baddies.
it's fun. It's fun at the initial stage. Now check this out though. It's possible for a man to miscalculate and get carried away, because can I speak to you, freely?
Yes.
Don't take this the wrong way, but this is how I talk. When a man is having sex with a baddie, or let's say a woman that, okay, from the initial stage, he sees it as this is not a wife. You get me? That okay, this is someone I can just play with. Does that make sense?
Yes, I've heard that too.
But then, as he spends time with her, because a body is still a human being,
Right.
as he spends time with her, he's going to see a side of her that she usually does not display. There will be emotional connection.
Right.
Before he knows what's up, if he has sex with her with protection, he's going to say, I know a side of this woman that nobody knows. He's going to convince himself. And this is how most of those women will get pregnant for them.
Right.
Does that make sense? And before you know what's up, he's going to say, I love her. So that is something that it does happen to men.
Right.
And we see it all the time. And then, because men want the respect of other men. So if he does that, other men are going to shame him and say, come on now. Of all the girls, that one, that will. Like, you get my point. Like, come on now, like, of what? But then, because he sees a side of her, so right now, he doesn't really care. So men do that too.
Right. They overlook.
Yes, but
They overcompensate.
at the initial stage, it was just fun until Remember, you said I can speak to you freely.
Yeah.
After sex, that connection where man and woman just lay down and just talk about in-depth feeling. You understand? That is one of dangerous moments for men. It is very well. So most men, if they know that woman is not a wife, you get me? After sex, they usually get up
Right.
and just excuse themselves and say, go to the bathroom. At least they go to the bathroom for a couple of 2-3 minutes and then they come back. You get me? But usually, you understand, they just lay there, they just pour themselves out like 20-30 minutes and just talk. That is a very, very dangerous moment. They bond differently. And before you know what's up, that man is going to view that woman differently. You get me? He's going to love her.
Right.
Love her. So, well,
Right.
that's my perception. But don't take this the wrong way.
Oh no,
This
no.
one,
I
this
just
one.
wanted to engage you to share with you the same strategies men are using. A woman who is also going after a man's wealth will be using that same strategy.
Oh yeah, we know. We are
Right.
fully aware of that.
Exactly. So that's why for me, I feel like it's better for people to lead with character. So you sort of understand, is this person coming for me as who I am versus my beauty or versus my money?
I need to say this to you. Because we studied women and previous generation will pass what they've learned about women. They will pass it on to men. And men will pass it continuously about women because it is like the carcass of men. Maybe you don't know this. It is like a fraternity, a broad fraternity. We are very, very connected to ourselves. You get me? Very, very connected. What women respond to, let me say this to you, my love. Don't take this the wrong way. What women respond to, if the guy shows at the initial stage a good character, is easy to talk to guy, emotionally matured at the initial stage, that means you watch what he says. Think about this though. Why do you think women say that they don't want this type of men? Even if he has money and he has all those things. Remember what I said. What women respond to is different from what women actually, what women say they want. He's going to show you he has good characters eventually or underneath the line. But don't let me lie to you though. Most women will ghost that man because it's almost like he's walking on eggshell around her. Women do not respond well to men like this, even if he has money. They don't.
I mean, for me, aside from character, I also look for emotional intelligence. I think, of course, we're having a broad conversation between a man and a woman, but we're also very intelligent to know that between men and women, there are different types of men and women, right? That may place a larger value on different things. Character and emotional intelligence are extremely important to me because emotional intelligence is this person's ability to lead and also lead himself, regulate their thoughts when there are problems. Like I said, we know marriage comes with challenges, and inability to sort of take care of those emotions can stir up other problems in the marriage. So for me, character ultimately will lead to knowing someone's character and knowing that they have a good work ethic. I don't dwell more on how much money someone makes, but more what is their work ethic? What type of character do they have? What are their value systems? What family do they come from? How was this person raised? Do they have emotional intelligence? Do they know when to take a step back when there's like a heated debate or argument? How do we resolve our problems? How do we foresee our kids looking like or going to raise them in the future? What type of legacy are we going to lead or offer these kids that we're probably going to bring into this world? And none of that is in how much money this person makes. It's in the person's ability to share themselves in a way where it makes sense. Like, okay, I fit in this person's life. That person also fits in my life, and we can make something out of this. But to dwell on just, having money, looking good, of course, I'm not saying that if someone has money, they're a bad person, right? That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying that oftentimes many people who may dwell on money and their looks alone is not enough. It's just not enough for marriage. It's not enough to maintain marriage. And sometimes people lack that character trait and it's either they need to work on it, or either need to be honest with themselves to really approach certain types of women, be around certain types of circle. Maybe, if someone is within a circle group where this is what they value, that's the type of women they're going to be attracting to. If they leave that environment and also present themselves in a different environment, they're going to attract different types of women. And to me, I think as soon as I hear a man open his mouth the first time we meet or interact, and he's talking about how much money he can offer me, it's definitely not that is giving for me. It's giving, okay, I'm trying to buy you, and that is not important to me, because what I value is, what are your value systems? I'm a Christian, so I will be looking at, okay, is this person also a Christian? Can this person communicate clearly with me? Can this person challenge me intellectually? Can we have a conversation? Versus I'm going to probably buy you this, take you to Dubai, do all these things. I think those are just a little bit sentiments that
No man
doesn't
talks
necessarily.
like that, my love. No man talks like that. Say, now, this is the problem I have when you said this. I have a problem with that. And I'll tell you the
Which
problem
one?
I have. Before you get to, is he emotionally intelligent? Can we talk about the future? Can he handle himself?
Hmm.
I can assure you, my love, you must have perceived if he's resourceful, if he can get it, if he can provide you safety and security. You know what I want you to do? I want you to be truthful to yourself. You get me, about what you respond to. Obviously, you are a cute woman, and I am confident you get approached by men. Yeah, for sure. I am confident you do. And there's a way you screen these guys and say, nah, not this one, not that one, this one. You get my point?
Right.
There's a way you do it. If you are fully aware of those things, maybe then you understand what I'm trying to say about what women respond to. But no man walks up to meet a woman and say, I can give you so certain of money. No, men do not do that. At least because the bigger percentage of men are good men. Believe me though. And from social media alone, when we listen to women talk, because as men we listen, the bigger percentage of women do not like good guys. The bigger percentage of men have emotional intelligence. Women are not drawn to those men. What they like, let me tell you what they like. What they respond to. The extreme bad boy that is nonchalant, let's say he's resourceful, which is an assumption right now. You get me? And he has emotional intelligence. He knows when to apply it, not all the time. Because women are chaotic beings. They want to be able to do it, but they want a man that can contain them. Now, you probably will know this though, but the bigger percentage of 100 people in here are men. And they've had this experience. They know these things I'm talking about. At least that is what women respond to. They respond to it. And for sure, though, it cannot look like he's too soft, because if he's emotionally intelligent around women, he's going to treat you differently like a woman. So that means he cannot care too much about your emotions when he's checking you or trying to set you straight or try to talk to you. He can't portray himself like he's intimidated. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
But then,
So
just wait till the bigger percentage of men are intimidated by the presence of women because you are a woman. Does that make sense?
I understand that.
But women don't like men like that. Now, what do you mean by you're intimidated by me? Nah, not the one. But that is the best man for that woman.
So for me, while I'm looking at character and emotional intelligence, I watch how he treats other people aside from me.
But there's no way to know these things on first day. There's no way to know this on second day and third day. There's a lot of assumption
Well,
that
to
goes
some
into this thing.
well to
It's
some
impossible to know. It
to
can be
some degree.
faked. It can
To
be
some
faked.
degree you can observe. So let me give you an
No.
example.
Okay,
So
go on.
on a first date, let's say I'm out on a date with a guy on the first date.
Okay.
I'm looking at where he's positioning me, where we're walking to where we're going. Is he taking on the protective role and
That
making
can
sure?
be faked, my love. That can be faked. Come on now.
Okay.
Every man
No,
knows. Listen, all I have
I'm
to do, all I have to do is put you to the other side of the road and act like I'm protecting you. I can do that and use it to get sex from you. Men know these things. You're obviously not listening to me. We understand.
no, I'm just giving you an example.
We understand. Let me tell you something, my love. We understand you. Men understand women far better than you understand men. I'm telling you, because we have to pursue you. You get me? Do you know how hard? Let me tell you something, my love. Listen to this. You've probably never heard this before. Do you know how hard it is to approach a stranger woman you've never met before and persuade her to take her out and then cajole her to bring her back to your house to come and have sex with her? I don't think you know how hard it is. I guess because you are a woman and any man, you understand, all you have to do is look at him twice. Any man will have sex with you. It is very, very, very hard to do. And men know this. So we have to study women. You get me? We know you guys like this. Well, I'm being truthful right now. We know you well. What women respond to, it is completely different from I like it in the guy that can blind me. It's a lie. When we start talking, you get my point. Where she says certain things, I can check her right there. Most men do not check women. Most men will allow bad behavior because when was the last time they have a woman give them attention? So when she does bad behavior, even you, I'm pretty sure when you're going out on dates with men, you check their emotional gauge by being a little bit slight. You understand? Checking, giving them mental jab to see how they can handle certain things. You check all these things. Most men, because they don't want you to run away. Does that make sense?
Yes, that makes sense. So that was an example. I know you guys reacted to it. I was leading to something.
Okay, let's go.
So that was just in terms of first interaction observation, right? Looking at where the positioning is,
Yes.
opening doors. So I'm a lady,
Yes.
so I like to be around a gentleman. So his ability, I'm trying to figure out how was this person raised? Going back to my point, my original point,
Yes.
whether he's going to be opening doors for me, when the waiter comes up, how he responds to the waiter, how respectful he is. It's all showing me character. Whether he's going to order for me or ask me questions or ask me if I've been to a restaurant before, if I'm going to the restroom, how he's going to respond to me. Those are all giving me signs. I'm not saying that I will know the person's character from day one,
Now check
but I'm watching those signals, right? Also in conversations, like even how he eats, etiquettes on the table, where he placed the fork, how he's eating, interacting while we're eating.
You're
Is
going to miss out, my love.
is he
That makes sense.
looking at other women's nash while we're
Oh, he is a
talking?
man for the love of God.
Or
Let
or
me
is he
tell you
focused
something.
on the conversation
Oh
with
my
me?
God.
All of this is giving me signs.
It can be faked. I'm telling you the truth, it can be faked. Talking about etiquettes, let me give you an example though. I'm an African man to the brain. I'm an African man to the brain. I don't pretend. When we go to a steakhouse, you know how people hold cutleries and just chop? No. What I do, I cut everything into tiny, tiny, tiny pieces. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Apply the sauce and I pick my fork and I just chew as I'm talking. Because I'm an African man. Does that make sense? Some
Okay.
women find it very, very. I've been on dates with women that said that is not the way to hit it. I said that is how I choose to hit it.
Hmm.
From my perspective, though, it is a red flag because you expect me to operate in the European way. Where I come from, I'm Nigerian. We heat food with our hands.
Right.
I'm telling you the truth. How do I know this? I have friends that are Chinese. Anywhere they go, they heat food with chopsticks.
Right.
None of my Chinese I've never seen them heat food with a fork and knife before. You get me? So one of the things I try to expect from, you understand what I'm saying? I don't want to, obviously, I'm in a relationship with my girl, and she's not even Nigerian. She's not, you understand? She's from another culture, another race completely. And you know, there's certain things you just have to understand. And the reason is this: as the relationship extend,
Right.
your spouse will not always be perfect. There are moments where you just have to accommodate them. Does that make sense?
Yes, that makes sense.
So if you can accommodate cutleries, come on now. There are moments, I have to be frank with you. There are moments that I'll use my hand to pick. Let's say I'm heating the meat. I'll use my hand to pick the meat and dip it into the sauce and heat my stuff, just to see the reaction of the woman I'm on date with. Just to see the reaction. Because I am an African man. I'm not here to pretend. Now check this out. Does that mean that I've not been all around the world? Does that mean I'm not from money? Does that mean I'm from poverty? Does that mean I'm not a rich man? This is how people lose their shots, by focusing on irrelevant things. Cutleries doesn't mean anything.
But you see, I can push back and say,
Okay.
if I'm going on a date with an African man, I'm also African, so I know our culture, right? If we're going to a restaurant, an African restaurant, and he chooses to use his hands to eat swallow, and I choose to use my hand to eat swallow, remember, the man is the leader in the relationship, right? There's nothing wrong with that. If he chooses a European restaurant and he chooses to use his hand, I have to question something a little bit here, right?
Okay.
Because it's the choices he make. First of all, what I'm trying to say is I'm looking at his choices and his actions. I feel like as a woman, that is the best way to understand this man's principles, his character, and how he's going to lead me. If you're telling me you're an African man and you want to eat with your hand, why are we not sitting in an African or Nigerian restaurant? Why are you taking me to a European restaurant and choosing to use your hand?
Oh, my
So you know, it's fair game. If we're going to play these games, we have to also assess it with the same rules. You know, take me to an African restaurant,
Oh God.
use your hand, and I'll use
No.
my hand,
Oh,
and that's
my God.
it, and we're good. But don't take me to a European restaurant and use your hand and not think I'm not going to feel some kind of way because
I made this content one time. I explained, I said, the bigger percentage of women cannot be in a relationship with me. And I'll tell you why. When you go on dates with a potential spouse at the initial stage, I started dating my girl 2021. When you go on dates with a potential spouse, you're checking to see if they can tolerate certain behavior you have. As you are right now, I'm confident there are certain things you think make sense to you, but it might not make sense to a man. You get me? Especially if they are from another ethnicity. There are certain things you see, and I prefer not to pretend. You get my point? Now, I'm saying this to you so you don't miss your shots. You get me? There are certain things, even when God.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just want to. I just want to correct that. I'm married, by the way.
Oh, and that was good for you.
I did not miss my shot.
But wait, the response itself is not necessarily directed to you. There are other people listening right now, because when we talk like this, we lose ourselves and forget that there are other people listening. This is a podcast.
Right.
They are still listening. So you don't lose your shots. So you don't miss your shots. What I would prefer, what most men would prefer, is because I've been in relationship, I've been on dates like that where women just they feel the need to challenge my eating habit. Like, why am I using spoon to eat, to pick up the meat and dip it into the sauce? It is convenient for me. Does that make sense?
Yes, it makes sense.
Very,
Based
very
on what you're saying.
convenient. Now, if she would criticize that, because men are powered by ego, and you don't want to ruin the night though. It's something that we can laugh about and just chat it off on why he chose to do that. And that way you get to know, you see the way he defended himself. Now, this is for the ladies in the chat room that are listening though. Different men with different shades, with from different backgrounds, especially people like me that are in deep relationship with women from other ethnicity. I love my girl. The fact that she's very, very accommodating of certain things about my behavior. I'm not a perfect man.
Right.
No, in any way, no one is perfect. And I have done a lot of self-reflection and accountability to know this, that I am not perfect. But so we don't miss our shots, looking for perfection from the first date and second date, definitely anyone is going to lose their shots.
Right. I just want to say I'm not, maybe I'm not communicating clearly. I'm not saying I'm looking for perfection. I'm saying that the values I look for
But
are
it looks
in,
like that though.
no, let me clarify a little bit. I'm trying to say that the values when I was dating before I met my husband, the values I was looking for was in character, was emotional intelligence, and the way he was going to build the legacy that we can potentially be in. And how I discovered that is what I was trying to share with you from the first date, how he treated me, because I'm someone that I perceive myself to be of class. Okay, so I was looking for someone whose words are going to match their actions. If you tell me you're African, and he's African by the way, he's Cameroonian.
Okay.
If you tell me you're African, and you take me to an African restaurant, and you wash your hands and you're using your hands to eat swallow, I'm gonna do the same thing with you.
Okay.
Why I'm thinking that is because your words and your actions match. You told me you're African. You took me to an African restaurant, and you're using your hands to show me that this is the way we do things, and I'm following that. If you tell me you're African and you take me to a European restaurant and you're using your hands, there's a disconnect here for me in my head. I'm thinking there's something is not connecting for me, you see? And then the second example I gave you was in a restaurant. My husband, for example, our first couple of days focused on me 100%. He's not looking at nyashis that are walking by. Of course, there are going to be other women walking by. I've been, prior to my marriage, I've been to dates with other men, and their eyes are constantly, every woman with skirts they were looking at. I tell you, that was a turnoff for me, because that's telling me that you're sort of not interested in getting to know me as a person, number one. Number
get
two, in discipline, I'm just giving you examples of character,
Yeah.
how you as a woman you can pick these up. In ability to discipline yourself for even 15 or 10 minutes when a woman is walking by is an indication that that person is probably not going to be disciplined in a marriage or in a serious relationship, because in less than 10 or 15 minutes he could not focus on just looking at you. That's a sign. Another sign I wanted to share with you is family core values, how the person talks to you about their family. He's not, for example, one of the things I respect about my husband, he's not someone, he's an engineer, by the way. He's a high value man, in my opinion, depending on how the person,
I had
he's an engineer.
just wait.
Yep.
I had everything you said.
Yep.
I did.
No,
What
but
I'm
let me
saying-
make my final point here,
No,
though.
just wait.
Please, can I make my final point?
Oh my God.
He's an engineer,
Okay.
right? He's a very intelligent person. But when we met, he did not lead with his money. I had no idea that he was in that category, by the way.
I
He
don't
just
believe you.
he just
I
led
don't
with
believe you.
I'm just giving you, I'm just gonna
I don't
be
believe
honest with you.
you.
I'm being honest with you.
I
He
swear to
led,
you.
wait, if you could let me land my point, please.
Okay, please.
He led with this, he's trying to settle down. He did not tell me what he was doing. I didn't even know what type of job that he was working in. He asked about what I was doing. I'm in HR, I'm in human resources. I said I love people. I like to get to know people. I'm very personable.
Okay.
And I love how he came across describing his family values, how he would like to start his family officially if he has kids, the way he would like to raise his kids. And that was attractive to me. And personally, I think every one of us have different values that we look for, and that's okay. I'm just basically saying that someone like me, if there are women like me that perceive emotional intelligence, character, and the way someone leads in their lives, that would be more important to that person versus someone saying, I make this money, this is what I do, you have to be with me, and so forth and so
No.
forth. That is just not attractive. And for me, that just doesn't necessarily cut it for me. That's all I'm saying.
Before you go, I want to ask you something.
Mhm.
Was the conversation accommodating to you?
Which conversation are you referring to?
I'm talking about everything we've been talking about. Did I hear you out?
Oh yes, I think we had a good back and forth on point. We
Now let
talked.
me say my own point. I don't believe you when you said you did not know he has his life together.
I didn't say that I did not know he
No,
had his
just
life
wait.
together.
You
I
said
didn't say that.
you said you did not know he had money or what he does for a living. Let me tell you something I was saying earlier. Before you guys got to the date where you saw his character, something attracted you to him. It's not just because he was talking about, do you know how many men have approached a woman and say, I see you as a wife? And she look at him and say, you, Bao. Now, what do you mean by you see me as a wife? Something attracts women. There's something that women respond to that the bigger percentage of men are yet to understand. You get me? Because they listen to what women say and say, say, for example, you just mentioned emotional intelligence and say character. A lot of men are running towards that, trying to be emotionally intelligent and have good character. But more than any time in history across time, there has never been a time where we have more single men than right now. Women are still in relationship. You get me? They are in polygamy relationship, but the bigger percentage of men are single because nobody wants them. So it's not character itself. Does that make sense? There are certain men like, and what did you say? Hello? Okay.
I'm sorry? Talking to me?
Yes. I thought you left.
Oh no, I'm here. I'm listening to you.
There are certain things that women respond to. Very, very few men understand what this thing is. You get me? I'm very, very happy for you. You know, I tell stories about how I met my girl. I started this platform already 2021 when I met this girl and I was talking to these guys about, guy, I met this guy at this coffee shop. And I think she'll be my wife. I was just right on this podcast though. So these guys, I'm talking about OGs of this platform. They know when I met my girl. They know when you understand? They know everything about that, but I appreciate you. But still on still, what women respond to is different from what women say they respond to. I'm telling you, your husband right now, I can assure you, if he doesn't look like he can provide you safety and security, because men that can provide these things, they look in a certain way. It might not look flashy, it might not look like a drug dealer or look like, you understand, like designer hair to toe, all that stuff. But a put together man, you can tell from the way he smells, the way he talks, the way he carries himself. You can tell that this man is educated. It looks like, and from the dating, you can tell that I think this one is a good man. He has good head on his shoulder. I think he has a good job. You can tell all these things because you are a woman. You're not dumb. You are very, very intelligent. You don't understand? You get what I'm saying now?
I hear you. And I think some things we're saying the same thing, and I think some things we agree, and some things we disagree, and that's okay, right? We can agree to disagree. But overall, I feel how what we value is what we get, because we're a reflection of the people we date, and we're a reflection of the people we choose to marry. If someone is oftentimes greedy, a lot of times they're going to attract women who are also greedy as well, because your partner is a direct reflection of who you are. And for me, when I was still single, I was looking for someone with a good character, someone with a high emotional intelligence, their ability to solve problems, and also lean into the values that I respect, which is in, culture, our culture as Africans. Number two, being a Christian, and also looking at ways to build a legacy in terms of respecting each other's spaces, the type of work we do, and having a good life. And I think a lot of times you find that information as you get closer to the person and you're talking to the person, but it's not all about money. The money comes later. If you want money, you can work for it. You can build, as long as, I don't know your audience. It looks like there's people coming from all over the world. But if you're in the US where I am, that's why they call it the land of the opportunity. There's a ton of opportunity if you're level set and you're someone who's grounded, disciplined. Those things will come. It's bound to happen. But what I have found in my line of work in HR, I have seen people being paid extremely well, and they have come back on their knees because of lack of discipline, inability to have good human relations, and sometimes when they get into situations when they cannot pull themselves out of the pit, this is where character is important, because the problems will come. We have heard so many articles online about, divorces that are going around, especially in our generation, where money's being made. There's so many Africans in very good professions right now.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think we need to be proud of that. But at the same time, people are marrying people that are not compatible. Their value systems don't align. Because the marriage was stemmed on money. And if you, even when you go on social media right now, you go on YouTube, you type in Nigerian wedding or Ghanaian wedding or any African wedding, these big, big, big weddings that we're having, but then the product of the wedding is a problem. Some people are married to people because of the status, the money. There was no vetted for value systems. The families were not vetting the person, or they themselves did not vet the person properly. So, and that's why I worry about when we have these type of conversations. I think people need to focus on, who are you as a person? What is your value systems? What are you willing to compromise? And I agree with you. There's no perfect person, just like I am not perfect. There are things that I need to work on as a person. But when your man or your husband or your wife or your woman accepts the faults you have and are willing to work with you every single day, you have to count yourself blessed, because some of these things are hidden under the money that people are leading with. And then when the problems come, this is where shit hits the fan, because the money becomes the battlefield. It's not about the character anymore. It's not about the promises they made for each other. It's not about working towards improving thyself. It's about the money the person can offer. And I think that is a dangerous place for our generation to be in. That's all.
You know what I would say to you before you go? Men adjust to whatever standard women set. Does that make sense?
Say it again.
Men adjust to whatever standard that women set when it comes to dating and whatever, interaction on a whatever level between man and woman. Men adjust to those standards. You get me? I am very, very confident there was a time where the man with the biggest chest gets all the women. And there came a time where that was not important anymore. Now the man with the bigger goats get all the women. That a time came when that was no longer important. Right now, in 2025, I have to be frank with you, my love.
Hmm.
What women respond to before they even get. Have you had this statement, my love, that when there was a time when men used to come to first dates with flowers and gifts?
Yes, I've heard it before.
From 2021, from 2021, if you come to if you come to a date or whatever with a flower, with a bouquet or something gift, you understand what I'm saying? No woman wants that. But I get what you're saying though. Very happy for you. Keep your relationship. Understand the expectation you have on your life. Obviously, you're a smart woman. You found you a jackpot.
Thank you. I think he's also appreciative of me too as well. He found a
You found you
jackpot.
a jackpot. Eh?
We're both a jackpot to each other.
No, you found yourself a jackpot. Look.
And I'm also a jackpot myself. So, sir.
Oh, is that what you think?
Yes, sir. That's what he told me.
Oh, he told you that.
Yes, he did.
Oh, okay.
Yes, he did. It took him a while to find someone like me.
Wow.
And it took me a while to find someone like him. And that's why I share with you. Sometimes, it's having a good woman is a blessing to a man. Your
Oh, yeah,
long
we know
life,
that.
your longevity, your peace of mind. Everybody is a jackpot to each other. Like I said, I'm a very classy person, and he's a gentleman, and that was the type of person I wanted to be with.
Happy for you.
So sometimes it does happen. You just have to take your time and really evaluate your values. I needed to know myself first. Who am I? And then what am I going to attract? Because your partner should be a reflection of who you are, and they should be proud of you. And if you have a strong work ethic and you believe
I
in
need to
that,
stop you there.
Mhm.
I will say this to you, based on the fact that you've spoken kindly, and I can tell you are a feminine woman. So I feel the need to say this to you. Your husband is your husband. He is not your partner. He's your spouse. He's not your partner though. I have to be frank with you. He's a jackpot to you. You said he told you you're a jackpot to him. Shout out to you, but he's a jackpot. He's not your partner in any way. He's your spouse. He's your husband. There are certain responsibilities that are attached to that title, and you are his wife. Say it with pride. You are his
I
wife.
will.
You are his wife. He's your husband. He's not your partner in nothing. He's your husband, and you are his wife. It is going to, as a matter of fact, though, you should say it to him every now and then. It's going to bring you guys closer. It would never make sense to me why women are pushing for that ideology of partnership in a sexual relationship. And I'm starting to understand what is tearing the family whatever apart. Because we are trying to bridge this gap that is not there. I said what I said though. Well, this conversation was good. Do you have anything to say before?
No. I actually enjoyed talking to you. I always wanted to engage you a little bit. I'm happy to collaborate in anything you're interested on. When it comes to, I study human relations. That's what I do.
Thank you. Thank
It's
you.
something I love to do.
I'm
And
happy for you though. You're very lucky.
oh, you think so? Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm very blessed. I will say that. And sometimes it took work, right, on my part, and also being patient and um, making sure you assess people properly,
Yeah.
especially in this world. There's just people are very tricky right now. So
Oh yeah. And that
taking
was what I was referring to the other time when I said it's possible to fake these things. You can fake anything at the initial stage. Not for too long, just to get what you want. This is real life.
that is true. That's true. The problems come and go. But for me, what I appreciate about him is his leadership and his emotional intelligence. And I think it's extremely important, especially the amount of stress we're going through in this world.
Yeah.
Emotions, if someone cannot regulate their own emotions, it's probably going to be very difficult for them to lead others, not just in a romantic relationship, anywhere.
Yeah, I know.
All right. It's been fun. I hope we can do this again and
Yeah,
we
we
can
will
have
for
an
sure, though.
intellectual conversation.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much, though. Even though this is the first time I'm doing this, but thank you for your, for talking to me today. Thank you for talking to us.
Yeah, absolutely. Anytime. I joke with you a little bit in the chats. It's all love, nothing
No. I appreciate you. I
serious.
promise you, though. Thank you so much.
All right. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay. Oh God, this is a lot of that was a good conversation though. Some of you will come here and start cussing me out. You get me that? Like, are you learning from a woman that has common sense? You see what I meant by common sense is what keeps. She has common sense. Most women, they don't have common sense. And then they will cuss me out. You see the way she was talking to me. She's not speaking to me like, even when I say something that she does not, that is how you talk to a man. Some of you. But shout out to you, Rejoice. Let's see. Hey, is that what I think it is? Taye, how are you? How you doing? Replace you and your work, rejoice you and this your work ethics. Let's see. How is she so lucky? Better. Because I said she's lucky. Because she met a man that appreciates her. In today's society, men are afraid of women. I don't think you know. Men are very, very afraid of women. Men are very, very afraid of women. Women are predators right now, man. Imagine powerful, man. It's one thing for a woman to leave you and take what she brings in or take what the man is willing to give to her. No. She wants to kill the guy, take everything. She's very lucky though. At least she finds somebody that let me see. Do you think, what is this? Please let me join the call. Full tribe. Emotional intelligence, my AI. From the perception of a man, emotional intelligence is to be aware of your own emotions and to be aware of other people's emotion and to know it like the back of your hand. Men have been accustomed to know these things. Imagine powerful man. Because the life of a man can be very, very crazy though. It's not easy. It's not all the time you have the power and the strength to provide for your family. And irrespective of the chaos you're going through as a man, you must be balanced. You must be able to come home and she can complain about some spoon and some fork and some, the gas is no longer working. Oh my God. And you have to listen and say, baby, all is okay. Oh, all is okay. Oh boy. All is okay. Okay, so that's what I like about her. You try to trigger her, but she's composed. I did not try to trigger nothing. I was having a conversation the same way I talk. What do I benefit from trying to trigger nothing? Let me tell you something about the contents that I make. My way is, I just want to say what's on my mind, share my experience, teachings of and read your comments and go about my way. I'm not here to fight or argue with nobody. It doesn't benefit me nothing. It's a waste of time. It is a complete waste of time. Complete waste of time. So, happy Sunday to you too, Taye. Thank you for your love and your support. It's very important for successful relationship. Simple, be aware of your emotions. Women operate on logic and we do emotional balance this up. I would say this though. A lot of men are longing for a relationship with a woman. You get me? But women are scary right now, man. Imagine powerful. The powers that they have right now is just, they're powerful, man. The powers they have right now. And that's why I had to, because when you see a woman use the word partner, my partner, your partner, they are usually modern women. And it's impossible to be a modern woman without having the mindset of modern. You get my point? So, if you're with a man that I believe is a jackpot, come on now, that dude is a jackpot. He's a jackpot. And she probably doesn't see it that way because remember what I said about third party validation, until other women start gunning for that guy. Because women do not respect other women's position though. Once they see you with your husband and he's doing well, women want that man. A man, guys, you know this now. Okay. Maybe I should change it back to this microphone. A man will see the wife of hello. I think this is clever.
I like this better. Yeah, this is more sharper. A man will see another man with his wife or something. A level-headed man, oh, not all these small boys that sleep with people's wife. Oh, is going to say, I want a woman like this someday when I have my life together. Men talk like this now. Although there are some unfortunate men, you understand, that will gun for sleeping with your wife. I want you to Yahweh, man. Those ones are fucking mad. You get me? Like, so those ones are fucking crazy. Is the jackpot, not her? Of course, he is the jackpot. I said it now. That guy is the jackpot because he's rare. He's very, very rare. And he's level-headed enough to tell her that, come on now, enough to love her. In this generation, the bigger percentage of men are not doing it. Though. Don't let me lie to you. The bigger percent, because women are the ones that set the stage. Oh God, the stage they have set right now, bro. I don't think they can handle what they have created. Though. I have to be frank with you, man. I have to be frank with you. Until someone else snatches him up true. Yeah, Taye is very, very correct though. She probably doesn't see it right now that dude is a jackpot. You understand? Good looking engineer. Do you know how much engineer make? And what I respect is, I want you to respect other people's belongings. Don't go for people's wife. Don't go for people's husband. But this is real life. People don't give a damn about those things, man. People, especially all these women, especially if you're a cute girl. A cute girl is average 5, 6 over 10. If a 7 or 8 over 10 sees you with your husband and your husband is a jackpot, immediately she thinks that she can do better than you. Okay? I see these things all the time. Oh. If I go out with my girl, you see all these girls looking at my girl with, because my girl is just, oh yeah, 5, lala, but that is exactly what I want. Now understand. I wish them long so I do agree. Another call of all right, let's do one more. Fro tribe. Don't come and cuss me out, though. I don't want trouble with anybody. I do agree though that a man that is willing to still marry a woman in the age is a jackpot. I'm telling you the truth. In 2025, the bigger percentage of men are not willing to do these things. It's fucking scary, bro. Marry who? Especially if that guy is doing well. She can wake up next week and say she does not want to do this anymore. And the way love operates, man, a naive man is going to, especially a naive man is not going to sign prenup. I don't think he has all his properties in a trust. Shit. If you are made as a man, everything is going on well for you. You have to do 2 major things before you even marry any woman. All your business should be in a trust. Every S corp you get, every C corp, every bank account, every domain, every transaction, everything should be in a trust. That trust should never belong to you. It should belong to whatever. It should be owned by a different country. That is the way to do it. And Your lawyer will set it up that you are the principal or the assistant principal. Your mother can be the principal somewhere. You can be the assistant principal. And they pay, let's say the company makes $10 million in a year. Or God, tell them to pay you $2,000 per month, just in case she wants to go. You have to think like this. It is like you just have to, because these women are wolves. You have to. So she can stay here. So the house we are living in, it doesn't even belong to you, it belongs to the trust. So she can stay, we can enjoy the money together. But if she wants to go, baby, you're going to, you're not taking my money. Like, once that trust has been done, then she can sign a prenup. That is the only way. You now walk away with my money. Yo, cheering. Oh my me. So we don't do things that we'll both regret. You can stay here, which was the offer I gave to my girl. You can stay here. We are going to enjoy the money together. But if a time comes that you say you want to go, baby, you're not going with my own money. Oh. And the way women have been wired right now, they have been wired to get lawyer. Baby, I'm a rich man. I can get lawyer too. Ajoma Jani. Now, some people will say, then it's no longer love. Okay, I don't care. Oh. I don't care, man. I don't care. Most women will lead with that concept of, like the lady that came here just now. She said she doesn't really care about money. For you to know that every woman cares about money, wait until divorce. Then you will know she cares about money. I swear to you, man. Every woman, surely, I fear women, though. I fear women, man. I fear women die. Okay. Faye said, hey, shout out to Faye. How you doing? Faye said, I love some good dialogue right now, but I'm at work. Shout out to you, fans. Describe what a 5 look. To describe a 5/10 woman, let me tell you what. Her beauty has not yet. How can I explain this? Let me tell you what how to explain this. Her beauty is not. You get me? Shine like that. It's possible for her to have a big booty, a big boobs, but there are certain things about her that is not. I think I explained it one time. A 5/10 is a wife. Oh. Come on now. The perfect wife is if she has common sense. She's around 5/6/10, but she has common sense. The problem is the bigger percentage of women believe they are 10/10. I'm a man, and there are so many men here. I can assure you, the bigger percent, very, very few women are 10 plus. Very few women. But where in Nigeria are you from, Phobia? I'm from Lagos. I'm from Lagos Island. But please, let's not break the family structure that ancestors built for us. Your ancestors can build anything you like. Is it your ancestor that taught all these women how to take 50% of the money they did not work for? Oh God. And surprisingly, when these women start dragging you to court, the court will go and say they want to see your paycheck. Oh God, I'll go and bring $2,000 paycheck. Please see. And for sure, that's what she wants. So the offer can be, I love you. I can give you 1 million. I can give you 5 million. But you're not going to take 50% of the whole company. Oh, she really. But then she's going to fight you, man. Hi, she's going to fight you. So a naive man that is doing financially well for himself is not going to sign all those things. It's not going to prepare. It's like dying and not having will or life insurance. Yama German. Women will beat you. You better don't do this. And if you are a mother, you are a mom and you have sons, you're listening to me right now. You better teach your sons how to have trust. Trust is a protective order you can put all your assets into. You shield yourself. Love is a beautiful thing, though. I'm for stay here, we will enjoy the money together. But you want to go, you're not going to take my money with you. Lie, money that belongs to me. Please, so let's okay. Owó tèmi ṣiṣẹ́ fún. Fund said women have your money too. Women have had liberation since around 1965. This is 2025. Major ways that women make money is through divorce, or if their husband dies and he wills them money. It's not their hard work now. About funny. So if you say women make their money, we know this now. A woman that makes money, she does not want a regular guy. That's the problem right now. So make all your money you want. Oh man, look. How much allowance do you kill a So I'm going to have, what is this? I'm going to have steepness by doing my UTS. Then boom, some women will want to share it. It doesn't even make any sense. It is extortion. Extortion. It is scam. Scam on the highest level. Because you've been married to her for like 2, 5, or 10 years, and she thinks she's entitled to like 25 million. Like, come on now. If you go to the courthouse and you see the faces of some men during divorce process, the woman that is supposed to be the love of their life, if you see the way the woman will be acting, where she has a bulldozer lawyer, bro, you will fear them. You will fear them. Oh. That's why I say you want to date the same way women date. That was what I was trying to tell Rejoice, the woman that called earlier. That what women respond to, she must have perceived that this guy, I think he carries it. Anyone bad, she must have perceived it. I think he has a future. Women don't just go off of character. Do you know how many men that have character in this world? Gbogbo wa ni good boys. All of us are nice guys. How many nice guys is a multi-millionaire? Oh boy, let me read this, man. I am a lady. I totally agree with you. I have everything that I own in a trust. Everybody should do this. You see what I'm saying? That is a woman. That is a woman. I'm telling you though, if I work for my money and I love to give. If if you're my wife and I'm dating you, I'll give you anything. But you're not going to leave this relationship and walk away with my money. You can go anytime you want. Bye-bye. Or I can give you, I can give you 100,000. I can give you 1 million. Just go. But you won't take my money. Lie. You will not even take 20% if I don't want to give it to you. I'm going to fight you. My baija. I'm going to fight you. Our beauty is in front and center. See Amon. Yes. Our beauty is not. Most of all these 5 and 10, all these 10 and 15% women, they don't have common sense. Then I guess this one said she's 20/10. Nibu. Do you think a 7 to 9 is wifey material? Now it depends. Usually though, when a woman is beautiful, like shine, they usually think they don't have, understand? They usually don't have common sense. Everything is just poor. Communication skills poor. Mannerism poor. Highly disrespectful. They are highly selfish, self-centered. So men know this. We can sleep with them. Men will sleep with them. You understand? Because they are human beings too. Men will sleep with them. But for wife, bro. Because that character can be very, very disgusting, man. When you do something that is not good, a man cannot tell you that, okay, and they can be very, very manipulative. From experience, hey, shout out to you from Lagos, Qatar. If they have yanch, most men believe that if they have big booty and big boobs, that makes you a 10. No, baby girl. There is levels to this. In previous contents, I explained there is levels to this, man. And men know these levels. Even if you're 2/10, a man is going to have sex with you. Come on now. A man will sleep with anything. It's better than masturbation. Masturbation is better than masturbation. So the problem is the bigger percentage of women believe she's a 10. Prenuptia is a must. Prenup. It comes after that trust has been set. If you go and sign prenup where you don't have your things in the trust, they will throw your prenup out. Let me tell you something. You should, every property you have, every business you have, nothing should belong to you. It should be in that trust. I swear to you. Take me to any court. Because if you're working and you're making money, you need paycheck. You understand? Which is a form of salary. Your business will pay you that salary. You can even do it and pay yourself $1,000. Pay yourself $1,000. Tell them you make $12,000 in a year. You get to make it, they will ask you, how do you survive? I borrow money. I borrow money to survive. And when it's time for divorce, she probably take 35%. Out of that 1,000, she will get $350. That is what she will get. If she wants to believe she's crazy. But we can settle this amicably. I can give you a lot of money and you can go about your way. Or you can stay here and we can enjoy the money together. And women will say, then you never loved her in the first place. Let's remove love like this. You're trying to extort me. You're trying to hustle me. Come on now. What if she built a company with you? That is one thing you need to understand. I said, if you are made before that marriage, if she build that relationship with you, you guys have to break it into 50-50 because it does not belong to you. It belongs to both of you. That's different. That's different. It belongs to both of you. Or if you build that company while you're in that marriage, you have to split it 50-50. The bigger percentage of men, they made their money before marriage. The bigger percentage. And the bigger percentage of them, they are so naive. They dive into it and say, she loves me. Love wherever. Which is, before you know that she doesn't even know the definition of love. Wait until divorce happens. In America where we live, there is a 55% chance. But that's scary, man. That's scary. As a man, you have to think like that. You have to think like that, man. Come on. You have to think like that. Are all women after the 50% though? Let me tell you, this one said, are all women after the 50%? 50% of a rich man. If you marry a rich man where you know he has money and you want to divorce him, maybe he cheats on you or he does whatever to you, and you want to divorce, are you saying if there is option for you to get 50% of his wealth, are you not going to go for it? Come on now. Especially if that man does not have a trust, he does not have a prenup. You're going to leverage it. Yeah, come on now. You are a human being. You are a human being now. Our love, everyone is a human being. You will go for it now. Show the Lord. My son is protected in my trust. Lord, pour your children in your trust. Let your trust be backed by your life insurance. That life insurance is going to throw it into that trust. Throw that trust into another trust. I swear, irrevocable trust, not revocable, irrevocable. That if the United States government they can't access anything in that trust. Like you're playing with me. You don't understand? Irrevocable. Okay. That trust can be owned by a country like some Caribbean island. They can become another trust in like Ghana can be the supporting principal. Oh, sorry. We're talking about wealth. It costs money to do it, but bro, we are trying to protect something more. Oh my, like, fuck you. It's right. The way women typically get major money though, through will, death, or divorce. I'm telling you, But you know, when you talk like this, women will say you are a misogynist. Egbon de para today. Hey, Franklin, what's going on? Franklin, I go call you after this. I'll send you a message and we can talk. Are you there now? A living example. Even a successful lady wants a man that can match her level. Of course, a successful woman wants a man that has money already. No woman is looking for poverty. That's what I'm trying to tell that woman the other time. No woman wants to be with a man that just looks like he can provide. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. So as a man, you use your common sense. If you're fortunate enough to have those things in place, you better go and put, and you have your own house, your own titi loco, your wristwatch, your bracelet, everything, the certificate, because all these things comes with certificates. Every certificate has to be in that trust. Because some banks, some lawyers and some judges, they will tell you to go and sell those things to pay that woman. Oh, need back up on me by, because it does not belong to me. I borrow it to use it because I'm a principal, I'm a vice principal of the trust. You get me? So I have to give it back to them. I can't sell something that does not belong to me. Now everyone is mad. Hey, Star 23. Do you buy Chanel? Chanel what? I'm a man. I don't think Chanel has anything I've ever wanted before. It's a doggy dog world. Is that Bolaji? Hey, how far, Bolaji? Long time. It's a doggy dog world now. Everyone's looking for wood. Everyone is looking wood to grab. Like, which kind level? You think I'll be a fool and let you play me? Come on now. Oh, need back up. If I speak to you and make label and say, this is how much I will give to you, you better take it and keep it pushing, man. You're saying we'll go to court, you're not going to take nothing. You're not going to take a dime from me. It's not possible. Men, listen, prenup is cheaper than divorce. Not just prenup, oh. They will throw your prenup out. Your hair will clear. Dr. Dre, they threw his prenup out. I don't think he has a trust because he was young when he did it. Magbotiwa. Your eye will pale. Egmont in Nigeria doc by himself because he does. He does. Like, just imagine as a medical doctor, and they tell you to pay $15,000 every month. How much is your salary? You don't understand. But he's making money. How much is your salary? And she would, let me tell you, she's going to take that money from you. She does it. That's when you will know, okay? Love has nothing to do with this. So love my feet. Love my foot. Love my foot. Love Ubo. Hope do you say your daughter? But no, it's on job. Star 23 said, I won't accept that offer. What offer? If you love me genuinely, you won't care about how much I want to give you. You will not care. The best offer you can counter, let's say you're married to a rich man, and he tells you, if you stay here, you're going to enjoy the resources with me for your days. Anything you want, I got you. New cars, new house, everything, travel, everything on me. Every year, I'm going to give you 100,000, or I'm going to give you 1 million. Every year you're with me, I'll put it into your account at the end of the year. That is a good deal. If you decide you want to go, I'm going to give you 10 million. Plus the money you've had, plus the everything you've got. Or love will call it lay. I love you, but I want you to stay here. But if you decide you want to go someday, you're not taking kobo. Aside from the things I've given you. That is a good deal. You have to open your head like this and think. Because women of right now, imagine powerful. They want to marry for 2-3 years. Take what they can take. Throw you to the wolf. Hey, yo. This one said, won't waste my time here. Ole. Kilele so. If I see your message again, I'll block you. This is for Bojo Gas or something. I'll block you. Because obviously you're not listening to anything I'm saying. Yeah, you should block you about Injekino Bini. Oh, you Rachel. Let me tell you something. If I am your son, if I am your son, and you know all these things, are you not going to encourage me to do it? Think about this. Are you not going to encourage me to have a trust, to have all these things to protect my wealth? If I am your son, you're going to encourage me to do it. But because I am not your son, if you genuinely love me, you're going to sign those paperwork and be with me. I swear to you, because I gave you my word, I gave you my promises. But it is not about love. Come on now. It's not about love. You want to hustle me? You want to hustle me? Yeah, sometimes it's not that money, but when it's done on you that you are with a snake or this way. Let me tell you something. Women will say it's not just about money. Why do you hit the man where he hurts? It's one thing to take 50%. You understand? But women don't just take 50. They will dry you out. Oh God, you play the game. If you don't, you're going to suffer. Surrogate be bow. What are you saying? I did, Franklin. Aside from what is this? Marriage doesn't benefit men. Men have always been the prize. Not necessarily, though. Men are not the prize. I'm telling you, women see marriage as business. That's a fact. Women see marriage as business, but men are not the prize. Women are the prize that are given to winners. Men are supposed to become a winner. And then a woman will be given to you. She's supposed to compensate your life for sure. But life has become a dog-eat-dog world. Because she's a human being, she's going to use what she has. It is the fastest way to wealth. Divorce. Would you believe this, that they don't pay tax off of the money that they get from from divorce? They don't pay any tax off of it. So if she gets, let's say she gets 20 million, she gets 20 million. Nobody takes 30% or nothing. You know what they mean? Nigga, you got me fucked up. Okay, I think I answered. Why not leave? Why not leave alone? Oh God. How is the woman also protected? Some women have no choice but to leave marriages because of abuse. I just gave you an option. And the option is, if you're married to a rich man and he has his property in a trust and he gave you a prenup to sign, the prenup will tell you, okay, you're going to get so amount of money for every year you are with me, because he's a rich man. At the end of it, if you prefer, you understand, if you want to go, this is the amount I'm going to give you. I'm going to give you 1% of my wealth. 1%. If you stay, everything I have is going to belong to your children eventually. But you're not going to walk away from me with my money. Fuck you. Let's go to court. And you have to see it like this. You have to. But could you got me? Rachel says some ladies become brutal when the love is gone. Of course. My Foju shaky. She's going to deal with you. I've been married 23 years. I'll get half. We made the money together. Okay, good for you. What about men? This is for Star 23. What about men that have those wealths before you came here? What women have done successfully say, I've been married. I have your children. I've been married to you for 5 years. I deserve 50%. I kept my life on hold. I was at home taking care of the children. You're not going to get 20 million. Come on, bro. Koko Shidan, man. So, the dog matter of me on my fair women 23 hours a day. Fair women, though. Sometimes it's not that. Okay, I think I answered that. Would you divorce your wife for cheating? No, what on? Of course. Why won't I? Why won't I? She's with a winner. Edmore, you the power. Okay. Yes, you should. But women change during the process. Whatever she wants. Even go my straight in. I even have a lawyer that is a wolf. Come on now. I have a lawyer that is a wolf. He knows the in and out of my business. I am confident he's not going to allow anybody to take a kobo from me. She. Well, let me tell you something, man. This life, they will teach you, you will learn. They will teach you, you will learn. I'm truly learning a lot. The game is brutal. He doesn't care about innocence. You got me fucked up. Hey, Joe. Huh? I kind of agree with him, though. The greed of human heart is ridiculous. Some men are not as reasonable. I don't know what to say. You stated there is nothing outside you can trigger you or make you hungry. Yeah, I said that. Nothing outside of me or nothing outside of you should be capable of triggering you. But if your woman is pushing to take majority of your wealth or what you call money that she did not work for, powerful, man, that is going to trigger you. Sometimes the children they claim to have been taken care of might not be yours. Okay, yeah, you get that point, Abby. Because there's nothing new in this life. Fun said, but women are to forgive their men for cheating. You're with a winner. You knew he was a winner and is wanted by other women. You don't have to be with a rich man. Come on now. Go and be with a poor man. A poor man is not going to cheat on you because he can't. He can't afford to. Or if you're with people like moi, who prefers not to, that one day. But don't let it get to your head. Most women, especially once you tell them, it gets to their head. They think they are all that. So you must not tell her. Let's see. You changed my life, Mr. Phobia. I'm grateful. I have learned so much. Shout out to you, Kelvin. Oh, we have star 23. Let's do. Oh God. Okay, no, let's do Fro Tribe first. Fro Tribe. Let's do Fro Tribe.
Okay. Hello?
Alpha.
I'm good, though. I'm good.
What's going on, boss?
Not bad. I've been waiting to join the call.
Shout out to you, man.
Yeah. So I started listening to you last year.
You said
Yes.
what?
I started listening to your podcast or your TikTok since last year.
Shout out
And
to you. Thank you.
ever since then, okay, firstly, about what the previous caller said, there are certain things that I just feel were a bit off because when you lead sometimes with emotional intelligence, most of these girls they'll see you as
like a fool.
Yeah, they just push you to the side. They won't even come and be coming towards you. So I just want to clear that maybe she's not more in the, let's say, dating market anymore since she's married. Yeah, but what I want to just say was okay. I started listening to a podcast about this time last year. But that I was dating someone, and during the time from that time till now, the amount of shege I have seen because of woman. a bit of backstory. I was in China before.
Oh yeah.
So we were dating in China for about 4 or 5 years. we came back to Nigeria for the NYSC process. During that time, she got posted to National Assembly. I got posted to a different place.
Okay.
That time, she met somebody there, started, me doing behind the back, staying in the guy's house, doing this, doing that. Meanwhile, in China, I was the one that was taking care, helping out, everything. Luckily, that time I met your podcast, so all the advice you're always saying this, I now got opportunity to come to Canada for my PhD program.
Okay.
But the thing is, right now, how I feel is it resentment or anger or just like that heartbreak is still there, because I'm just like, how can someone do me dirty when you could lay your,
Resentment now. You are
Yeah.
in between dislike and hatred.
yeah, exactly,
Or
that kind of,
contempt. Or let's just say you have contempt for the
Yes.
whole. Yes.
yeah, for the whole situation. Yes, so I don't know how to get over this, because right now I'm working, I'm focused on school, I'm doing everything well, but sometimes when I see something, it's always just triggering this negative emotion.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can even get past it again. That kind of thing.
You will. You will. What you're going to do, you're going to make peace with it. You're going to self-reflect, though. Look at it from this side of you. What role do you think you played in it? Think about that for a second.
Yeah.
Because, take for example, you knew you were coming to Lagos, which is what I'm about to tell you. Don't take it personal, though.
Yes. It's Abuja.
Yes, you knew you were okay. I wanted to say coming to Nigeria. You knew you were coming to Nigeria from a foreign country, and the fact that you're not married to this woman, there's a very, very big chance that she will meet somebody. So you have a specific expectation from her. And I say something on this platform. I say expectation. It is a form of entitlement.
Yeah.
You feel entitled to her loyalty to you. Like you're not married to this woman, though.
Yeah.
That is your fault.
True.
And it's going to take you a while, though. You need to face it. You understand? Okay, this is not going to happen again. But that does not mean you need to have contempt or resentment for the whole situation. It's okay. That is not the last time you experience woman behavior like that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's going to happen.
Right now, like, when you feel like a veil, like maybe you've been naive all this time, and then a veil has just dropped from your eyes.
It's okay to be naive, my good man. Come on. It's okay. It's part of life.
Yeah.
It's okay. And it's not that is not the last time you will be naive. Yeah, because you're going through the stages of life and you're going higher.
Yeah.
Do you play video games?
Yes, sometimes, yeah.
Each stages of video games, it requires a new perception.
Right.
Yeah. So you're just you just don't know. You don't take it. Yeah, you just don't know, and it's okay. It's okay not to know, but you learned it already, though. So, and I'm happy for you. You upgraded.
Yes, exactly.
So, yeah.
Luckily, that time I got your podcast. So all this your videos about like upgrade yourself. This. That's why I pushed hard to be able to get this opportunity. If not, maybe I would have still been at that point I was. But at least now I'm in a new situation that I can now be moving forward. Growing as a man.
I'm happy for you, man. But this is not the last mistake you will make. You're going to make more mistakes, and it's okay. Yeah. You understand? Just have reflection, accountability for the role you play, and keep it pushing, though. You understand? It's that is the only thing in your control.
Yes, definitely.
That is the only thing in your control, though. Just keep keep pushing forward, keep becoming a better human being, and just assess yourself. It's okay.
Yeah, thank you for everything you've been doing, man.
I
always listen to it.
No, take it easy, man.
All right.
Okay, at least that's a good one. At least we are making impact, even though some people will say, "For me, why do you?" That is the reason why I do what I do. I've never seen this guy before. You get me? Shout out. And I get messages like this all the time. Shout out to you for what you do, though. You're doing the Lord's work. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now let's talk to Star 23. Okay. Hope Star 23 will not cost me out, though.
No. How are you?
I'm well. How you
Hold on
doing?
1 second.
Yeah, sure.
I'm good. How are you? Good,
I'm
good, good.
well. I'm
So,
well. It's good to hear your voice, though. Star 23 is one of our support system for like 3 years. Thank you for everything, though.
thank you, thank you. Yes, yes. You know what you said about basically women. You know, if you've been with somebody for so many years, I think you're entitled to certain amounts. I mean, honestly speaking,
Yes.
you know what I mean? Because women always take the back role, especially when you have children and if you want to raise them well
Yes.
abroad, you know, it's just you barely have any, you know, nannies or all that. So
Yes.
why would a man be upset if the marriage doesn't work out? You've been married over 20 years. He should be able to allow you to go with half. What's wrong with that?
Half is a lot, though. Half is a lot. Yes, half is a lot. You know, my take on this is this. If eventually, after the man pass, the whole property belongs to your children, everything I have, every asset, it ends up going to your kids.
Okay.
And I kind of understand why women don't like it when the man eventually have another woman outside.
Exactly. Especially when they build together
Yes.
initially.
But then, if you're very, very sure that the man does not have anything outside, and I don't think you should push for 50%.
Oh, really? Why?
No, but then women are more smarter than this. Women will say, because men can be, women will say, okay, I want 50% anyway. You get me? So that is my take. And another thing I would say is this: if you end up building the wealth while the marriage was going on, I would say you deserve something.
Okay.
But
I
50%,
don't feel to.
50% is a lot though, because the responsibility of
No,
the
you
man.
want to teach them a lesson.
Aha! Guys, hey, I don't die. Oh, guys, did you hear that though? She said, I just wanted to teach him a lesson. That is exactly what I'm saying. I swear to you, man. I swear to you, man. Oh, God.
Okay,
Oh,
maybe I'll think about that.
teaching
After
him a
speaking
lesson.
to you, maybe I'll have a little
Oh, I've had
compassion.
enough of it. Teaching him a lesson is a strong word. But think about this.
Okay.
But then I don't think women care about, is the father of my children. No, he has to be dealt with.
You know, I think it comes with after you've been with somebody for over 20 years, it's kind of, you know, if they don't appreciate, you're like, okay, you know, I got something for you.
But he does, though. Yes. And men show love differently.
Okay.
Caring for you, for your children, a shelter, food, protection, that is care. It is very expensive to do. It is. But obviously, you are a woman and you're very, very intelligent. I know. Because you've been our support system for a very, very long time. You are very, very wise. You're very, very wise though. But I'll just say tamper justice. Because I'm pretty sure you have sons. I'm pretty
I
sure.
do have 3.
Yeah, you have 3 sons. I'm confident you don't want any woman that will do that to your boys.
Oh, no.
Because I'm confident
I'll do that for them. No, I'm sure. That's
no,
okay.
like you get my point. Because
Yeah.
my mother would say something that a woman does not truly knows the behavior of a man until she has a son or she has sons.
Okay.
When you have sons, it's easier for you to understand the behavior of men. And you still have to come up, but I would advise you just temper justice, but still on still.
Okay.
Just be patient. But thank you for everything.
And another question, one last question. I sent you a DM, you never responded. You don't check your DMs?
That I get a lot of messages though. So what I just
Oh,
do
okay.
is I get 2 types of message. There
Okay.
are some that goes to the general, there are some that go into request.
Okay.
So the
Okay.
one that
So
goes
how do we talk to you? And then maybe you do sessions, right? You book a whatever. What do you do?
I'm actually trying to slow it down right now. That's the reason why I do to a paid version.
Okay.
Because I don't expect anyone to pay for it. But I
Okay.
expect when people see the paid version, they will be discouraged. Because I get hundreds of messages.
Okay. Okay.
So I'm going to check and I'll respond. I promise.
Okay. No problem. Thank you.
Thank you.
Talk
All
to
right,
you.
bye-bye. She said, that man needs ass whooping. Oh boy. And I say this all the time, man. Stop playing with women. Bro, they can beat you. Oh God. They can beat you. And as a man, you have to prepare for those days, man. Sure. You know what she said just now? She said, when you've been married for a long time, you feel like the man is not loving on you, and then you feel like, okay, I got something for you. Bro, do not underestimate them, bro. I got something for you. She's gonna beat you, man. And they can. Oh, they can. They can give you mental scars. Especially if she's been with you for like 20, 23 years. She knows your weakness. I swear to God, she's gonna beat you. Hi. Oh. If you're listening to me right now, stop playing with these women. Stop messing with them. Tread carefully. You get me? This is one of the longest podcasts I've done. We're going to like 3 hours. So exactly when you both build a wealth. Don't let me lie to you. There are certain ways they do these things. So me, I don't support 50-50. Yeah. If I can take care of you and say I don't want no contribution and do that stuff, and I build wealth, you want to walk away with 50%? Come on now. That's a lot of money. Shit, you got me fucked up. And for people like us that are older like this before we even settle down, shit, you're not going anywhere. I love you. I do. And I'm willing to satisfy you, but you're not living here with my money. Lie. Dark man. They come. She's gonna beat you. She's going to beat you. Women can beat men, though. If you go to the family court, you're going to see grown man shedding tears. I swear to God. The Yoruba people have this saying. They said, "Ikú tó ń pojú gbà ẹni, àmì ara ló ń sọ fún ni." Which simply means that something that happened often, it is a sign. I swear to you, man. If a grown man can start crying like this in the courthouse, bro, it can happen to anyone, any one of us. Hey, Joe. Okay. Okay. Who is this? Who is Ojo? Want a Bogombio? Dark man. Who is this Ojo? I don't think I've seen you before.
No,
Wait. Since I've never seen you before,
yeah.
please don't curse me out, though.
No,
If you disagree, it's okay, but I don't want to make anybody curse me. I don't want to have to block anybody. How you doing now, bros? What's going on?
I just did, I was just going through
I've never seen you before.
First time. Fun fact, right? I was on YouTube. I saw your video on YouTube briefly. Okay. I think you're wearing the same top and coming on
I wear
TikTok.
the same thing every day.
That is cool. Just to have like a trademark appearance. It's very important for brand. So coming on TikTok again, I'm seeing you. I was like, cool, let me see what this guy's talking about. And it's been interesting. I've been logged in, It's really interesting. Yeah, so I was talking to you like I'm in Michigan, and I have a friend here whom I met, a Yoruba man. He's been here for like 30 to 40 years.
Okay.
Now divorced. I think when he came here newly, he's a business guy. I don't know business and everything. He got divorced and he lost everything. This guy moved from owning like houses to renting an apartment when the whole divorce thing happened. And he told me in confidence, was it yesterday, we just talking, because I told him about some stuff going on with some women, of course. They're always the case. And he told me, he said, in Yoruba, he said, yeah,
not possible.
Yeah, meaning that you can fight any battle, but not fight with
not with women, though. It's not possible. You can't win.
He said, I was like, he said, and I kind of keep that until coming yesterday again, talking about the same thing. And I think why many of us fall for those things because we have a lack mentality, because we feel
I
like,
think it's the ego. It's the ego of men. Yeah,
yeah,
it's the ego of men. Though we underestimate women a lot.
yes,
Especially my good man. When you are with a woman and she allows you to do anything to her body, anything to her, and she tolerates you, oh, you probably think I have her figure out. It's a lie, man. It's a facade. Oh,
older women, like women that are older than you in like
yes.
let's say 2, 3, 4, 5 years. What do you think about that in comparison to maybe your age mate or younger women?
I will say this, Mike. Oh, you're talking about being in a relationship with them?
Yeah. Like actual relationship with them. What do you think about that?
I won't encourage any man to, but if that is what you want, I'll say this to you. Let's dive in. You know how the mistake, women make mistakes just like men. They make a lot of mistakes. By the time they get to like 30, 35, 40, 45, 50 years old, like 20 years of their life, or like 15 or 10 years, there are certain mistakes they have made. They do reflection too. And then when they start dating as older, this is what I notice about them.
Yeah.
There are certain things that they have learned and say, I should not be doing this. I should be doing this. You get me?
Yeah.
They understand men just the same way we are talking right now about women, where to some extent we understand women. When they get to certain stage around 40, 45, they understand men well. Now, it's possible for them to have this contempt.
Yeah.
It's not hatred, it's not dislike, but there's this contempt in between for men. You understand? So if given the opportunity with any man that just at that stage, any man that mess with them, they are going to beat you.
Yeah.
I swear, they will use you as an example for you. They will beat you. You understand? I'm beating, I'm not talking about physical, not physical.
Yeah.
Mental gymnastic, they are going to fuck you up. But then, if you are not an unfortunate being, from experience, they are the best, man.
Yeah.
From my experience,
Yeah.
I'm talking about a man that used to be previously toxic, not ready for anything. If you message an older woman 1 o'clock in the middle of the night, you understand? She understands that you're still in the field, you're not mature. They are very, very accommodating.
Very true, though.
And if you're not careful, you're going to get carried away. Be careful, man.
Again.
You're going to get carried away. As a matter of fact, you're going to see a side of her that nobody sees. Bro, don't get carried away, man.
Yeah.
But you're going to get carried away because they are the best. Oh.
But one thing again that I kind of observed lastly before I go off is that I think that because we have these good and bad sides, and oftentimes as human beings we kind of hope for the best. There's this lack mentality that men we kind of have sometimes. Like, if I let this woman go, I might not really get another one. I think women also feel the same way, but men I think feel a lot. Like we usually don't let go like that. Even though we don't like the woman, but there's just some kind of detached connectivity that we kind of have sometimes, and a kind of a lack mentality, especially with guys of these days, because I feel like our sense of pride is constantly depreciating. Men don't really have that charisma anymore. It's going down, based on so many comparisons in the world these days. I don't know if you ever kind of go through that, or maybe see people talk about that.
My good man, I've experienced everything. I've made a lot of mistakes. Oh, you see, bros, I tell these guys on this podcast that there are some days, because I do a lot of self-reflection, there are some moments where I just feel the need to pay somebody money to just beat me.
This man,
I swear to you, man. When they just slap me, when they just beat me, Coco man know me. I made a lot of mistakes, so yeah. Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Even when you think that she's not the one,
Yeah.
you understand? There are certain part of her that you enjoy. That's the reason why you keep coming back.
Perfecto. Yeah.
Even when she say, I've met somebody that wants to take me seriously. Every human being, both men and women, I won't call it insecurity. It's just human being.
Yeah.
Everybody will start to buckle up and say, no, I can step up. No, you need to come. And I'm just, oh God, let her go. Yeah, let her go. There's a reason why people break things off.
Yeah.
And it is for a better reason that your understanding is not yet. You understand? Maybe in the nearest future, you know, it will make sense, but just let it go.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
better that way.
too much.
It's better that way, man.
Yeah. Sit around.
But I never see your face before, and I enjoy this conversation, man.
Yeah, I just stick around. Hopefully,
But you should follow me. Oh.
so I don't follow you already. Like I just stay locked in.
I appreciate you, man. I do this. I do conversations like this on podcast. If you check the link in the bio, make it. I did iTunes and Spotify.
I go explore them.
You said?
I go explore them. I go see them out later.
But thank you, man. Thank you for your love and your support.
Thank you
Shout
so
out
much.
to you, Baba.
Respect.
All right, boss. That is a good one. That is a very, very good. I think I should do this more often though and let people just go. But then the sound quality will not be the best because remember when we use this microphone, and for the Apple and Spotify, we have this big microphone. But still on still, man. I think with this guy said he wants to come up. What's his name? Darkman. But my good friends, work on yourself. I think I should leave you with this before I go. What is this? What about a man who entertains other women in my presence? That is not your man. Let me tell you something as a woman. If a man loves you, he's going to care about your emotions. Even if he womanizes, there are certain things he's not going to do around you. He cares about you. Huh? He cares about you. It is one of the expectations. No, dark man, you go call and I go accept you. You dey feel me? You go call in and I go see him, I go accept him. Because I know Sabi call you, Baba. I don't know how I go take do am. Yeah. Or let's say, okay, wait. Okay. Oh God, wait oh. Okay. So Darkman, I don't send. So I think so I wanted to say something before I round this up. I didn't plan for you to be like 3 hours, man, because I have other things to do today. As a man, you have just one alternative. And the alternative is to become your best self. You understand? Let him press the button. Okay, let's see. Darkman, I sent you a request, so you have to accept and come. But wait, I'm saying something. Even though women will say that they don't want the man that is a rich man, this is what they say. Like the first lady that called, she said she doesn't really care about money, but she's married to an engineer. Why can't she go and marry to somebody that works at McDonald's? Come on now. Women value money. They value money. They portray like they don't really care about money, but trust me, man. Until you know that she really, really cares about money, wait until divorce, which I pray nobody experience. It's not a good feeling. Oh, God. I don't know how to call people here. Wait. Oh, I just sent you another invitation, Darkman. Oh, okay. So as I was saying, women do value money. They care about money. Powerful women. They will tell you they don't care. It's a lie. It's a lie. All I care about is your emotional intelligence.
Thanks so much for granting me this audience, man.
I beg, bros, don't worry me, I beg. Call me, talk, how you do?
All the way from Akure, I dey feel you, Lagos. Anytime I just dey feel you. Anytime talk about one life, Billy, I just want to enter, make I join, connect.
Shout out to you, Bros. Shout out
It
to
makes so
you.
much sense to me.
How that way
Thank
now?
you so much for granting me this audience.
No wala now,
Thanks so
Papa.
much,
We
my
gotta
brother.
do. We gotta do.
Yeah.
Follow me
I
talk.
want to discuss one thing with you though.
Yeah, we'll talk.
That is, what is your take on dating someone who has a child, just like one child, maybe one child or two kids? What do you
Okay.
think about that?
How you take want my response? You want make I tell you the blunt truth? I don't want
Bros,
hurt.
say they go straight. You are
Now
a
go tell you
straightforward
as
person.
it
Be
is. I don't want hurt
straightforward
your
with me.
feelings because now if you don't go,
Hurt my
you
feelings.
know, as you
Egbon hurt my feelings.
as you get like this, if you don't go love up now, can't they find I don't want any understand. If you want me, I tell you truth.
No.
I follow you talk like my
At
guy,
all.
like
I don't
my
want to.
friend. Understand?
Like your guy, in fact, like your brother. Just talk to me like your brother. Please.
Why you deal with woman will get picking now? You think say if you deal with woman, like what are you doing with a woman with a child or with children? Come on now, talk
All
to
right.
me.
Here, I think it's a pattern. It's a pattern that.
Like what kind of pattern is that, Baba? You need to cut it off, man. I am confident you can. I've seen your profile page now. You can, you're a good-looking man. You can do far better than that.
It's a family pattern. My dad.
Forget that one. Wait till concern you about that one. You did
And-
like listen to me, bro.
and-
You're telling yourself a false narrative. You don't understand? Like you're telling yourself a false narrative. Bros, shall you hear me?
I did with you, bro.
You don't okay. Now you talk, say make I follow you talk. Like
Egbon Mafo, follow me talk, anything.
guys, me I go talk for you. Me una not take am personally. I'm a truth teller. I strongly believe, from experience, their body accommodates you differently. Woman we never born before, which is a woman that has never had a child before. I'm talking about the kids that she had, Gogo, is not even for you. Their body accommodates you differently. I did tell you. Obviously, when you're having sex with a woman, she's wet, lubrication day, you're enjoying it. But I'm talking about accommodation on it. You know the few ways I talk.
I did with you, Egbon. I did with you.
It did different now. Which kind family pattern be that one? Where we say you will do better now. Why you deal with that one? I want to know why.
Nah, I don't like I said earlier. I don't find anything against it because of the family I came from. It's just the same way. It's like a pattern of where I came from. The family I came from, my dad married someone who had a child for another person.
But you're not your dad. You're telling yourself a false narrative, bros. That's what I'm trying to let you know. It is a false narrative.
Okay. Is there anything wrong with that? That's what I want to know. Is there anything like heavy?
There's nothing wrong about it. I have to be frank with you. But then look at it from this side of you. When you can afford, let's say, you can afford a brand new something, you understand, where you say never get baby before now. There's nothing wrong in it. But when you understand what I talk, when you can afford something brand new, why you go for something?
Egbon, but if you look at where all these brand new girls too, sometimes now them see they break person heart fast.
Forget that one.
All these ones we don't marry, we don't get one children.
Anybody can break your heart, bros. I make I no lie give you. Any woman if break your heart. If you don't carry yourself well. Anybody if you break you. Thinking that you will find security just because she has kids. Forget that. Which kind of mindset be that one? You be good looking person, you be bodybuilder. Which kind of pattern be that one?
I did it here, bro.
Change your
I won't break out. Now why they listen to you?
No, change your mindset, man. And for one, make I tell you something. As a man, you need to have standard for yourself. No be all woman you go they chop. Just because they throw themselves at you. No be all of them you go they give or war. No be all of them you go sharply shoot prick because then they come back. You feel me? No be
I
all
dey
of
with you,
them.
Ego. Yes.
Because wetin they be say, you be good looking person, all of them go they shoot their shots. You guys get standard. Say, I know if they chop this kind or more. I feel they chop this kind or more. Of all the woman where they your kaba, why be say na that one we don't born before you select? Come closer like this. Do
I
like
dey, you wan slap?
lean like this.
I dey with you. Oya, gba. O fọ́ mi lójú
Why
o.
you do like this? Why? Come on now. Of all the women where they, you will be good looking person. Come on. Like on on my boy to on my boy. Reason am now.
Ego,
Kilo
I
show
feel
ọmọ
you.
tó single yẹn.
I feel you, Ego. I feel you.
No reason am now. Waiting do all those single ọmọ wey dey your arena.
Àwọn ọmọ wọn just
No.
ó ti
I
yé
think I
yín.
tell you something.
Yes,
Now
boss.
insecurity be that. The reason say they no go answer you or say something go happen for them. No, they project insecurity on top yourself. Don't do that, bros. Do not project insecurity on you. You deserve them, and they deserve you. You be good looking person. Which way? You understand? Once they make I tell you, once they look you twice, anywhere you see them, once they look you like this, come on high, look you again, go follow and talk. Tell them, say how you doing. I want more yẹn go. I want more yẹn lọ máa jẹ. Not those ones.
Ó ti yé mi bẹ́ẹ̀, ẹ̀gbọ́n.
Now those ones you go dey chop. Not those ones, because right now your time be this. Now your time be this. Now you be good looking person. My mama they always talk something. Tell you about my jẹ I tell you about my jọpọlọ. Ìyẹn jẹ tó lẹ́yìn. You understand? If you want to play the field right now as a young man, about chop all those correct or now.
No be
Yeah,
lie.
be this chop because you be good looking person, you be bodybuilder. I said no price yourself low. Why be saying a woman where be say another man done waiting they call that thing. To be more now. Kilo shower motor to be my waiting do all those ones we never born picking. You deserve those ones now. No, the film in our mindset. You guys change this your mindset, bros. When it concern you and your papa live one life, now your papa story be that one. You go change and you go set and say no. If you want buy any deserve, you go follow them. Most definitely, you go meet women we go turn you down. Say, and if they okay, and you go still see some other women we go gbadun you, we go one mingle with you. That one day, now real life be this.
Yeah.
But you be good looking man. Listen to me, Baba. You be correct man. Carry yourself like it. They stand up tall, well. You understand?
Yes.
Confidence when you're talking to them. Now privilege. Now they're powerful. How many men get your body?
No be lie.
How many men get your body? Now privilege. I say even they follow them, they talk. Now privilege. And if they talk, say they know they're interested, have a nice day. Now confidence. Keep going forward. You will see more now. Although they come back, but about you can't be choking prick for inside every omo we like you. I've been there, I've done it. I just big man. So and that one I tell you.
Thanks so much, Ego.
No wahala, man. We gotta do, Baba. We gotta do.
Thank you so
How
much.
far that guy now? He follow you talk?
Yes, he follow me talk like a few times. He
But the
asked me
message
about
about the guy na big deal. You go just you understand a big a busy person, but
very
no be
busy,
say you go dey message all
very
the
busy.
time.
Does not reply immediately. But as he reply me, they ask me about my plans, waiting be my budget for
Yes.
starting up a business and stuff.
Yes.
I want to try explain to him everything where I don't already set up at the
Maybe
moment.
tell am say make him work with you. Tell am say you no get. You understand? Tell am say make him work with you. Say but see as e dey like that. Say if you work on top and with percentage.
No be
You
lie,
understand?
okay. Based
For
on commission.
percentage for big things, say okay, say because you get the body, say you get say and you ready to work.
Okay.
You understand? He go work with you now, my guy.
Egbon, thank you so much. Egbon,
gotta
they
do
badge your podcast every single time they log in to just stay active.
Thank
You
you.
understand? Thank you so much, Egbon. One
Thank
love.
you. Stay blessed, bros. Easy man. I'm not going to disconnect you. You see that kind of thing, bros? At least, I want to fair one. No, these are people that are loving on horse. Not some of you that will come here and start cussing me out. For be it, that's the real baby. But still on still, guys, I think I need to round this up. Scarcity mindset. Now, scarcity mindset, of course. That mindset, you know, every man has felt this before. When you meet woman where you believe say, or more, this kind of more no go answer lie. But if you summon the courage, go meet time, it go shock you. Oh, my drum on your letter say, we've been there at Sherry now. I don't do it anymore. Don't come from my head. But courage, confidence, baby, come here. She will act like, what? What is it? Confidence. Confidence. I want to marry you right now. Obviously, you're not going to marry her. God. Oh, my Jacob, you my love. Why should a man experience heartbreak? I don't know. I think it's one of the best motivation for men. Oh, heartbreak. Heartbreak is going to teach you lessons that nobody in this world can teach you. Aye, heartbreak. Ojo Buruku Ojo. I remember well, 2008, 23 years old. Oh God. Ojo Buruku Ojo. It was a bad day. It was a bad day, man. Oh. It was a bad day. Oh. Heartbreak is. Oh. I don't wish my enemy that experience. It is not a good experience. So, Kraft said, what is a woman of substance described as? Oh, guy, it depends on perception, though. You got me? It depends on perception. You can be the best right now, and you're still going to meet a man that plays you. And if you don't have enough confidence to jara or to just know, say, nah, this man is not good for me, guy, you're going to fall into a loop of circle of, okay, I think I have to prove my worth to him. I think he's going to play you, man, because you don't have common sense. And that's why I teach on this platform there. You need to learn, you need to build self-love. Self-love is going to help you. Either you're a man or you're a woman, self-love. Because life is just fucking crazy, man. You're going to meet people that would treat you like shit. You have to jara now, fuck you. I understand. You don't fucking talk to me like that. They are going to tackle you and say, who the hell do you think you are? Oh, you came into my life and disrespect me. You have to know how to cut people off and stand on that decision. What kind of nonsense is that? You must be able to stand upon it. Now, I'm not going to accept that. I'm not going to tolerate that. Self-love. Self-love is very hard for most people to accommodate. People feel the need to go to other people. And because they have insecurities, because they have low self-esteem, those other people they are running after to get validation from, those people will downplay them, will step on their face. Now they are people-pleasing. You get me? It becomes a pattern. People-pleasing tendencies where you believe you have to kiss everybody's ass to get accepted. This is our childhood trauma. That's why I say you need to have self-love for yourself. You have to love yourself, man. Now, when you love yourself, you know you don't need anybody outside of you because you're contented. I promise you, people can see it in you and say, wow, I like the way this person is treating himself. I like the way this woman is treating herself. Now, even without self-love, you're going to attract two types of people. One, you're going to attract people that will try to mess up with that peace. And you're going to attract people that will try to help. I strongly believe there is no coincidence anywhere. You're definitely going to attract oh God. Oyibo you call. I just yeah. You're going to attract three major types of people in your life. Three types of people. Let's say this is you. You're going to attract people that will try to keep you stagnant and keep you still. They don't want you to do anything better than what you have done right now. Or you're going to attract people that plan to upgrade you, or people that try to degrade you. Discernment. That's why I say your connection with God, it has to be pristine. Discernment, my good friends, discernment is when you know how to quickly identify what this person is here to do in your life. And you have to be swift about it. You have to be very, very ASAP. This person, irrespective of whatever you guys have done together. Olofoni boboyi man. Olofoni baby. And you cut them off. Usually people with low self-esteem, what they try to do is they feel the need to extend themselves. Let me tell you something. It's not going to change how people treat you. That is the most annoying thing about people. I'm telling you. It's not going to change how people perceive you. People will treat you like you're nothing, because that is the value they place on you at the initial stage. People don't change that much. That value will stay the same. But when you have self-love, come on now. Everybody has to prove themselves to you, or you are chum. So, Star 23 said, you judge the game. I'm a change man. I've changed a lot, though. I'm telling you. Look at us teaching people. We are bad people. Sam Tubil said, how did you heal? Imagine powerful man. I went to meet God. I went to meet God to heal. I was very, very toxic. I was very, very bad. But I know that I needed to change. And usually, when you go to meet God, you guys know how I talk. If you've been a fan or a supporter of this podcast, I don't hide anything from you guys. I try to tell you guys the blunt truth, how I did it. They usually will not respond to you at the initial stage because you might be playing. But from experience, and I think I should say this to you guys too, if you want swift response from God, when you're asking for something, try and say, if you do this for me, I am going to do this for you back when you do it for me. Now you're asking God. That is you making a deal with God. That is, if you, let's say, your request, you're asking for this thing. This thing is for my vacuum. That's a robot cleaner. Let's say you're asking for this. Now you say, if you do this for me, oh God, I'm going to give you this thing back. I'm going to give you this thing. As long as you do this for me. You're going to get that thing though. What I've noticed is people always think they can outsmart God. You don't know anything. They are going to deal with you. They are going to fuck you up. I swear to you, man, they are going to beat you. That is the way to get it. In my words, the words that I used, if you help me, I'm going to use whatever you do for me. I'm going to use it to serve you. However you want me to use it to serve you. That's it though. Give it a try. Okay. Thank you for pep talk. Baby, shout out to you. I almost texted my ex. Oh God. Why do you have to text your ex though? Anyone that leaves you, let them go. Stuck in the tree. Scarcity mindset men always falling in love. Easy said and done, oh my good friends. If you think you need something outside of you to complete you, you will suffer in this life. Either you're a man or you're a woman. If you think, okay, if I get love, that is when I'll be happy. That's why I say self-love. You have to be contented. It's not for the weak. Okay. I want to round this up. Dating advice for young men. Well, ma, we've been talking since morning. I appreciate you, Chai. Shout out to Star 23. Men are in love, women are in business. Oti yeah. Oti ja. Law. You know how it is, Avi. How it is business for women, though. So let's see. Dating advice. Okay, I answered that. Relationship for women is mostly business. Bro, apart from self-love, how do one gain confidence in talking to women? Self-love. Self-love. It's very, very hard for most men to do. Take, for example, it is about perception. When you approach a woman, usually the bigger percentage of men, they are trying to get a contact. That is not the intention. You see her from afar, you like what you see, or you walk, you like what you see. Talk to her like you just want to know. For me, I want to know if that beauty matches a mental state of mind. I'm trying to know if she has common sense. Let's talk about two scenarios. Let's say she has common sense. Wow, your beauty matches your mental state of mind. I like what I see. How often do you come here? Yeah, pick up line. I like what I see, man. Are you married? You take her hand, you look at her hand. Me, I go for that and say, are you married? And say, yeah, I have a boyfriend. If she's beautiful, me, I don't care if you have a boyfriend, though. That guy should have married you. If that guy did not marry you, bro, I'm coming in. I want to marry you. Okay, apply for so. Because I strongly believe no woman is single. Come on now. No woman in this world is single. And this is real life. You have to take care of somebody. Am I preaching? This is real life, man. You get me? Now, let's say she does not have common sense, which is the second scenario. Nice to meet you. Just wanted to know if your beauty matches your mental state of mind. Or that one, you two they talk too much. Or nice to meet you. And you keep it pushing. It takes nothing away from you because you are self-love. You understand? It's a privilege to talk to a stranger now. It's a privilege you're giving them a compliment. It's a gift. You understand? You can't overthink all these things. But if you've done a good work on your mind, or your body, on your spirit, your emotion, come on now, you can handle these things now. Hey, how you doing? I like your smile. What's your name? Hey, how you doing? Nice outfit. What's your name? Hey, how you doing? Nice shoes. Where did you get it from? Hey, how you doing? Nice lips. I like what I see. Come here. What's your name? Hey, you. Come here. I like what I see. What's your name? I want pick up line, yeah. But that was then, though. Now, I didn't want to talk to you, man. I don't want to talk to nobody. I don't want to talk to nobody because, baby, you know, I worry a lot for my girl. So please, I was advised to apply for Columbia University. Now I worry a lot though. Women don't really okay, I think I answered that. That part about standards, let's talk about it, please. What standard? We've been talking a lot about standard. Women, okay. Oh no, fake smile. Shout out to you, man. I see your comments all the time. How you doing, Baba? Let's see. After these comments, man, there they go. And then I'll post, probably tomorrow, I'll post the video to YouTube. Especially this generation turn relationship to source of. Let me tell you something. You don't have to be in a relationship with people that see you as a source of business. That is what I'm referring to about self-love. Self-love is not just loving yourself. It's you being able to stand up for yourself. You have to be able to speak your truth. I don't think you love me for me. I don't think you care about the real me. You just care about my money. I can't continue to. You must be able to say it. Now, communication skills is something you have to work upon. Either you're a man or you're a woman. You need to know all these things. If not, people will take advantage of you. And people will gaslight you. They will gaslight you. Oh my God, you're such a misogynist. And some men will gaslight you. Oh my God, you have a misandry tendency. Be able to stand up for yourself. That is self-love. You get me? You love yourself, but you can't defend yourself. You get me? You can't say, I don't want you. I don't like the way you're doing this, man. You get me? I don't think you value me. I don't think you respect me. You must be able to do all those things. Don't just be a no. Don't do that. I hope the sound quality is better because I'm not using the microphone. Let's see. Lulu baby. Ó fẹ́ jẹ́ kí block here ni. Kí ni mo wí? Lulu. Shine blocking. Come here. Some women are single for real. Some no even get to start with yet. That is a lie. That is a lie. I'm telling you, that is a lie. I strongly believe no woman is single. It is a lie. She might say she's in a situationship, but she's in something. Who does she have sex with? Who does she have sex with? You see, people like us are realistic person. Me, I'll tell you the blunt truth. Or you think she's just beautiful, she's not having sex with nobody. Oh God, you are a fool. You are a fool. If you think that woman that is your neighbor or your friend, she's just single, my God, no one is touching me. Or Denieni, of course she's doing your colondo now. This one say, me, I'm single. When was the last time you had sex? Come on now. But how about that guy that you're giving shop to? Do you know what shop is? Shop is... Men in the comments sound miserable. Alile. Ebon. If I see your comment one more time, I'm going to block you. And I don't think people know this about me though. I think I should say this. I remember people's name, face, and whatever you've ever said to me on this platform. I remember you. Please, respect yourself, okay? Respect yourself. Is dating a single mother who still responds to her ex and is dating a single mother who still responds to her ex? I don't need to finish this. Go and heal. Get me, you are a man for the love of God. Carry yourself like a man. What are you doing with a woman that is still talking to? Even if she's a single or she's even if she never had kids before. Respect yourself. Oh, I want people to sue me, man. Some people are celibate. Okay. How long do you think a human being can be celibate for? I don't think anyone. It's not possible for more than 2 years. I'm telling you. And because women are different from men, women will do anything for attention. Attention for women is like respect for men. Men wants to be respected. She wants to feel like she has the whole world see her as something. Oh my God, I'm an angel. I don't think any woman is single or possible. She might not be in a relationship, but I promise you, she has somebody that is giving it to her. I'm telling you the truth. That guy might not see her as a relationship type, or she might not just be ready, but me, I will tell you facts. Even the church girls, how you say, are they not human beings? Are they not human beings? No, not for me. I'm deliberately choosing to be single and celibate as well. Taya, I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Are you telling me that all these guys that you enjoy, I'm not talking about those low lives that you don't find attractive. Are you telling me that all those guys that you find attractive, they are just shooting their shot and you're just turning them down? Oh my God, I don't have their time. I'm just selling. I just choose to be celibate. Come on now. Seriously? Is that what you're telling me? I don't believe it. I don't. Of course, Fonts, I remember you. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Come on now. What about that guy you give one night stand to? What about that your guy that you just say, no, we're just bestie? Come on now. You know, you believe many things about women until you become that guy they are doing those things with. I'm telling you, you believe many things about women until you become that guy, or until you become a sneaky link. I've been there. I've been there. They are with so much discipline, but 0.1. I was celibate for 2.5 years. Better you bloom. Okay. You've been celibate for 2.5 years. Better you bloom. How about right now? Think about this for a second. I said what I said. No woman is single. She might not have any man that has claimed her, but believe me when I tell you, man, if you meet any woman that ever tells you she's single, I promise you there is somebody somewhere. And you know, when you start getting older, when you start getting money, you understand that women play these games. What you're looking for is not a virgin. You might be lucky to find one, but you're just looking for a woman that is decent enough to stop once she meets OT, and we can continue on a clean slate. And you're just, it is a wishful thinking. But they don't like it though. It's me that shouldn't comment again. Please block me now. Oh God. Oh God. Listen to me. Mannerism goes a long way. I don't think I'm saying anything that is disrespectful to anybody. You don't have to like what I say. But don't come here and come and insult me like you're talking to your husband. Emi Onshokwe, go home, go and disrespect your husband. Don't come and disrespect me. I am somebody's husband. Oyo way. Dummy. Now, if I say something that you say that boy doesn't go, man, she buy, man. Church girls are. Okay, they are human beings, Joe. But some of us are actually trying to abstinence. I know, because abstinence is not easy. It's not easy. When I was doing NYC, 2009, I deployed from Lagos to Imo State. I tried for like 12 days. Bro, by the end of the day, all those fine girls that were at the Mami market, you guys know, I told you the story. How much a long journey? It's not easy. 12 days. I would say that's the longest. 12 days is a long time. Not to talk of 2 years. Be lying to yourself. I'll tell you the truth. Sex is important. Sex is very, very important. And then I was even bad. Tai said nobody believes me. Let me come. I don't. I'm telling you the truth. 4 years. Never. 4 years. This one said, when are you getting married? How do you know I'm not married? Like, this is one thing that blows my mind about people. Love Ebony said, yes, we are. This is making me mad. What is making you mad? Tell me. What is it that I've said that is making you mad? Yeah? Tell me. I believe it's because I'm in the situation, celibate about a year, 2 before that. I don't think any woman is single. I don't. You might not have any man that has claimed you, which is normal, which is okay. But I am confident there is somebody you are having sex with. Because why not? Why not? You're a cute girl. You get approached. If there's something, if nothing is wrong with you, somebody's going to approach you. I mean, you don't have mental issues. Because, you know, majority of all these chicks got one shit one man. You got one shit, go no one. You know, if there's nothing wrong with you, a man is going to approach and you are accommodating. Come on now. These things are easy. I guess because I've been there. I've been there, man. Yes, because men are barely serious these days. Tai, if a man sees you and you are what he wants to go, he's going to accommodate you, my love. Come on now. And there are moments where you see a woman, you just say, I can be using this one for play. But just the same way you meet a man that sees you as a plaything, definitely you attract a man that sees you as a real deal. Around 2019, I was dating this, I was pursuing this woman from Ukraine. She lives right here in the United States. Very beautiful woman. So the way she carries herself, it was the summertime. She was just beautiful, man. So usually my strategy was take them to a coffee date, or if I want to smash, I'll take them out to go get drinks. And we get drinks, she will eat, we'll have a good time, we'll come back. You understand? That was my strategy then. But with this one, I met her at a coffee shop. So I don't feel the need to take her to another coffee date. So I was like, I want to take you out. The way I was pressing on her was just to let her know, but no, I want to be serious with you. She was responding well though. I swear to you, man, she was vibing. So I took her out to these drinks. It was a dinner. I wore nice suit, dress up nice though. She came there with the jeans. You get my point? And the conversation was going well until she started saying certain words. Let me tell you the words she used. She said, "Magbokine you." I swear to you, man, I don't think she knew who she does not know the presence of who she was in. Villain Gogon, I swear to you, man. Babala King the Conqueror. I was a conqueror, man. But, I felt like I needed a relationship at that time. 2019. We started talking, then she started telling me about feminist this, feminist that. She started using certain words these are the words that feminists used. She said she's a solid, then she mentioned something, she said she's a chronic something feminist. Immediately, I got activated. I called the waitress. I told the waitress to box our food. We were both eating. I told the waitress to box our food. You understand? Assertively, because I understand personalities like this. You get me? Most men will pull into their and just say, "You're not good for me." Lie. Or my time in wo, in a relationship. Immediately I switched my side with my domo in, man. I told them to box the whole food up. She said, "Where are we going?" I said, "We're going back to my place." She said, "Okay." Called the Uber, we went back to my place. I did not even, understand what I thought. My strategy changed. It changed immediately. A lot of men will do that with you though. That's why I talk about you need to work on your communication skills. You get me? Because there are certain expectations on your life. No one is going to tell you what those expectations are, but the expectation if he sees you like a potential relationship, girlfriend, wife material, and you get there, you're talking all that nonsense, he's going to use you. I am powerful, man. I didn't let her know, pay anything, pay kiniko. Then we even got back to my place. She started talking about this guy she's in a situationship with. And that was because, and I guess because it's because she's been drinking alcohol. So, I guess she's not an heavy drinker. And me then, bottle go on in the meantime, I was now, but then, I can handle my alcohol go on in the meantime, But couple of sips, she started saying certain things to me. Don't do that, man. Especially when you're with a man that sees you as. You understand? It's almost like you're begging to be used. Hey, shout out to Miss Shmiga. What's up, man? It's almost like you're begging to be used. Like, when she me. Oh, mommy, go let me, man. Let me straight in me. I have killed this one. And what am I getting weekend, Lily? Oh boy. The experience went on for like 3 good days, man. It was like Friday. Jade o, until Sunday, we're just ordering food, having a nice time. You know, if that's what you call for, because people like us, Oga, personality, come on now, but different variants of personality. I swear to you, man, you can't even begin to imagine the presence of who you are in. Personality, if you think you are an unfortunate being, Motus, Vendel Savage, Lex Luthor, the war. Preferably, I prefer to be a simple good man. Don't want to hurt nobody. But my show she around me. Don't do any around me. Real Benny. Someone said no, everyone. Shout out to Miss Shmiga though. Thank you for your love and your support. I barely have, Big Tunde said, I barely have girls, but most ladies I talk to think I do have a woman. That's because you are a man. Do you know how many men that are single? It's possible for you to be single and no option. I'm talking about women. Women are in charge of sex. I strongly believe no woman is single. If you go out there and you see a beautiful woman, either you go to a party or club at the airport, whatever woman you see out there, in your condom, somebody somewhere is having sex with that woman. That person might not claim her, or she can think that she can do better than that person. But Nisa money, at that point, somebody is giving her a prick. I said what I said. Somebody somewhere is giving her a prick. Somebody somewhere in intellectual convo, but it's like they are not looking for anything serious. The problem is this. How do you know when people are serious about you? That is the question you should ask though. There is no way to genuinely know though. You have to try. You have to test it. You get me? You have to. And once you sense that, nah, this is not going the right way. Powerful, man. Don't let me lie to you. I don't enjoy one night stand. I don't enjoy multiple relationship. I love love. I'm a lover boy. That's why I prefer my girl. I don't enjoy it. It is a waste of time. It is a waste of energy. You don't understand? All that. Because, you do a lot of things in one night stand, bro. A lot of, it's almost pointless. To me, it's very, very pointless. It's nonsense. I said what okay. Let's see. God, I beg, you've triggered my anxiety. My talking stages. Look at this one. Look at this one. He said I've triggered. Oh, got somebody in your condom here. The best thing, let me tell you something. You can be fortunate and you meet her as a virgin. I swear to you, man. What now? But when you get to a certain stage, it is not an expectation. You're just asking for decency, integrity. Okay, we are together now. You understand? She should know that she should know. But some women will still keep those options open. Yeah. So guys, it's been a good day. Well, this guy is funny, man. Who is this? JJ753K said on my talking stage. Nigga, now what do you expect? Because she looks so soft, you think no one is giving her a prick. Okay. Who is this, man? I'm gonna call me by, man. I truly enjoy this life. Thank you very much. Shout out to you. Guys, me, I'm gone. If you're a man, you're listening to me right now. You chin up always, you stand up tall, be a man. You have massive expectation on your life. Don't let me lie to you, man. The expectation on your life, I can't even begin to emphasize this. It is a lot. Become better. You get me? Become better. Become a better human being. yeah, be the light in the world. Remember all these things I'm saying. All these things I've been talking about since. It's not something that we do now. It's something that we have done, and we've learned a lot of things from it. Be the light in the world. I'll see you guys on Monday. Jenny said, please upload it on YouTube. I will. I always keep my words. I want you to follow me, man. Shout out to you, Jenny. When you come in again, obviously we do this live show on Saturdays, 10 o'clock. We've been here now for like 3 hours, going to 4 hours. This is like the longest. So but I'll see you guys on Apple on Monday, Apple and Spotify on Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. And when again? On TikTok, Instagram, I'll see you Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So continue to be well. Love you guys. Papa, I'll call you now.